We
Oh,
are live, and we got everything working. All right, cool. Welcome back, everybody, for episode 14. Before we get started, we're going to be missing one player. Ashley's feeling a little under the weather. Let's see. How are we going to start this one off? How you feeling, Tim?
making dad noises.
My feeling
Already.
feeling pretty good. I'm a little nervous about breaking up the party in three sections, and there's a lot going on. I don't even know if we can organize to get out of camp. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Chaos
We,
reigns.
we will see what happens. You guys really don't have a choice in the matter. And, Mikey, how's that COVID treating you, buddy?
I mean, I still worked out this morning. I just have a sore throat. But as far as the party concerned, I cannot wait to split us up and get alone time with the tiefling girl.
Oh, okay.
Split us up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my god.
Dill Dog, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm excited to be caught up in about 2 seconds and use my new spells as I see fit.
All right, awesome, dude. I can't wait. Nick. The other Nick. Just whoever talks first, I guess.
Nick, go for it.
All right. Now I'm pumped up. I'm excited to see where this goes. We have a lot to kind of manage. This is gonna be a huge resource management, people management. It's
Like, keep up.
there's a lot.
We'll see. I mean, I'm gonna challenge myself here a little bit with yeah, it's gonna be rough. But we'll figure it out. And Nicky Poo.
My owlbear needs a name. That's all I care about. Is me.
Perhaps maybe a vote. Like if you put a couple options on the Facebook or something.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could do that very thing.
Or you can just pick them.
Yeah.
Pick the name.
Or I can just pick his name. But yeah, I'm excited. This is this is where our mettle is tested as D&D players, because it's one thing to have a scripted campaign, but it's another thing to have a anything goes, shoot 'em up situation. So
I wish it was a scripted campaign. It would be so much easier.
Well, you're telling
Right.
me. Sometimes you just got, that railroad just needs to come to an end. Just hop off the train. Just, anyways. So
More like train derailed.
Oh, a derailed train. Yeah. Dude. Well, we'll see if tonight is the night the train gets derailed, because I got a lot. All right. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to test myself tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's feeling well. And any special things anybody wants to say or bring up?
Get on with it.
Get on with it. Okay, cool. All right. So, last we found our group of friends, group of adventurers, noble adventurers, titular adventurers. Can you say that, guys? Not 10 times fast. Jesus, titular adventurers. They had just constructed a camp on the face of a steep hill, just outside the eye line, or the eyesight, or I guess the eye shot of the ornery shepherd's trench, and his trees of it's covered in webs and spiders and whatnot. During your conversation with Hope, there were some visitors to the camp. Some very familiar and some new strangers to the camp. Your campfire erupted into multicolored plumes of smoke that jettisoned themselves into the sky and formed the sigil of the Good Samaritans. As you guys kind of got your bearings and prepared for the worst, familiar faces begin to come out of the woodwork. Merle and several of his hunting pals, Ofrig, several of the guards, and Chief of Babu, and several of his bullywugs on the backs of giant frogs. And finally, um, two new faces. They went by the name of Guilt and Fret, two tieflings. And they had the ornery shepherd almost by the collar, throwing him right into the middle of the campsite, and stating, "Well, for the most part, well, we gathered you all here together to face a great threat, a dire threat to the valley. This shift, this balance between this trinity of the god, the warrior, the monster, has been officially shattered with the death of Hemoth. And it seems that wherever you guys went, the group went, you encountered special people with unique sets of skills and abilities. You're able to work together quite efficiently throughout your endeavors up until this point. Then the truth bomb. Hope was confronted with a very blunt truth. Truthiest of truths. The fact that his patron, his beloved patron, Xerxes, an angel in his eyes and mind, and his heart, may be this monster that's upsetting the balance in the valley. And if not stopped, that the valley would be consumed with undeath, vampirism, fiendish horrors. Now, this came from a familiar face of another tiefling, but still was very hard to digest, very hard to swallow. We're going to see just how Hope responded to this hope, to this message. Now, as you all sit around the fire and you laugh and joke and share drinks and food and prepare for the day and morning ahead, you look across from each other and you know that things are going to get hairy, and this might be your last time as a group. This might be your last time with these fair and wonderful people, and you're preparing yourselves over this wonderful food and the hatching of this wonderful little cublet owlbear. You're celebrating life. You're celebrating your journey together thus far, and now it's time for business. It's been discussed that there are three ways into the bowels of Xerxes' fortress beneath the village. And that's through the cave, which you encountered at the very beginning of the campaign, which was determined the lantern that you freed is able to cast a light through that magical darkness. The offering well, where the offerings from the church within the town were given to Abris, false god, who's really Xerxes. And finally, the dungeon just outside of the wall, as you found the secret passage through Ofrig's office that went under the wall. This incredible group of people and a plethora of resources, it's time to decide who goes where, who's commanding who, when you're taking off. And I will leave it to you all. There.
Well, I sit with Owlbear on my knee, bouncing him, and I say, "Well, I don't know much about wells or dungeons, but I have spelunking my fair share of caves in my day. I wouldn't mind taking a small amount of people to the cave with me to see what we can find."
If you had to choose, who would you bring with you?
It is a tough choice. So many of you over so few weeks. I have befriended so much. I don't know. But I'd say, Kashta, you would be my first choice. My axe,
I'm speechless.
your powders. Perhaps it was divined by fate itself that you and I should find adventure out here in these woods together.
I wonder how our tiefling friend is faring. This is quite some news for him.
Just as those words leave your lips, a small object zips out of the wood line and just cracks Orin in the back of the head as if a small child threw an object and struck you in the back of the head. This object falls to the ground at your feet.
By the gods, what was that? Son of a bastard whore. I pick it up. What is it?
It's the same wooden carved totem that you carry on you.
I look around. Can I make an investigation check and look around to see if I?
As you turn your shoulder real quickly, you see a brief flash of blue light. And in that blue light, you see the silhouette of a shifting figure really quickly with two horns, and it disappears just out of the camp light into the woods.
By the name of God. What was that? Am I the only one who sees this?
I mean, everybody's kind of like looking at you like Ofrig is like looking up. He's eating his stew, and all the other bullywugs, they're looking around. Like, they're looking at you that you've just been, something that you've alerted to something.
I just saw something out in the woods. A flash of blue light. And then what looked like some figure with horns. And I look at these tieflings like a little bit just I don't know the word for it, but like it's not like despising you guys, but it's more like, what the fuck is going on? This is the first time I've ever seen tieflings, and now all this shit's happening. So I'm just looking at you guys. I'm not saying anything, but I'm looking. I'm just like,
to pick up on that so nobody takes it the wrong way, I would be like, there's some more of you out there to either fuck. One of the two tieflings we met. Guilt or Fret.
Guilt and Fret. Is Fret a tiefling? I don't think so.
Fret is a tiefling.
Oh wow. So yeah, I look and I say, well, apparently there is. I don't know what I just saw, but this is my trinket.
Is it your trinket? Or is it like your trinket?
I reach down to feel if my necklace with my trinket is still there, is it?
Yes, it is.
So I say it's some sort of replica. I'm not the only one with a carved wooden trinket, but this is very strange.
As far as you can tell, it's the exact same trinket.
I hold them side by side, and I say, Ashta, come behind me. And I start to move out into the woods where I saw the blue light.
Okay. As you walk out into the woods, your foot, as if you're stepping through the brush, catches something hard, like metal. And when you look down, you see a solid ingot of what appears to be silver, and on top of it is a scroll.
Found something! So I bend down and I pick up both. And I say, by all of the gods in the skies, what is going on? So I would roll the scroll.
I would say, as you were bending down to pick it up, I would have plucked the replica statue out of your hand and then rotated the one around your neck so I can look at them as you're bending over.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you open up the scroll. Do you read it?
Yeah, I read whatever the hell's going on.
Okay. It says, Orin, it's addressed to you. Keep this silver over your heart as close as I held you all. Make me look. Make me look in that mirror. Find the warden's observatory. I don't want to have to kill you twice. Hope.
What?
Bruh.
Is this note? Is this in my journal? Could we, or is it?
It's not in the journal. I wrote
okay.
this one out. I'll read it again.
Could you?
Orin.
Yeah.
Orin, keep this silver over your heart as close as I hold you all. Make me look in that mirror. Find the warden's observatory. I don't want to have to kill you twice. Hope.
Oh my god.
I'm typing it
So-
out in chat just really quick. So just generally keep the silver over your heart as close as I held you all. The mirror.
Make me look in the mirror. Find the warden's observatory. I don't want to have to kill you twice.
I know what this is as a player. I know what this is.
Oh man. Damn it.
It is drugs for me.
Cause I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So, so yeah, I turn around, and again, I'm sort of like side-eyeing these tieflings, and my eyes go to Hope, and I give the note to Kashta, and I let him read it as well.
Hope is absent.
Oh no.
Yeah. Read the scroll and attain the information, and then I would have let go of your trinket. Can I make an investigation check on the idol itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Investigation. It's a 9. What I'm looking for is any similarities to the other one that would be like a chip, a nick, swirl in the stain.
As far as you can tell, every corner of that trinket is identical.
Every corner.
Everything, every bit of it is identical.
Is this made of the same wood? I would ask you, because the lumber.
Not only is it made of the same wood, it is the exact one that I carved 15 years ago, when my son was born.
I would take the new idol, the one that got thrown at you, and I would put a little notch in it with my knife.
Son of a bitch.
And then, or no. I wouldn't put a notch in that one. I would ask to see your pendant, and I would put a notch in that one.
Okay, sure. Well, I start to head back to camp. Very, now I'm just like, where's Hope? I go right up to Guilt and Fret. Like, where's Hope?
I haven't seen him. But she looks over, she's like, kind of flutters her eyes.
Don't you flitter your eyes at me, Elf. I just got a note. And very troubling note. And I give them the scroll, and I let them read it too. Just like, because I'm trying to see what the fuck's going on.
I know nothing of this note. Mind yourself. She's deaf. She's mute. Please don't insult my daughter.
So I just I turn around, and I take out the silver, and I say, are we going to this cave? Are we figuring this out? Or are we going to wait around? for more magic?
Merle kind of chimes in and says, perhaps we should divide her skill sets amongst the group. Be more of a jack of all trades, then picking favorites. No one's ego is too big right now. Is there a fair way we can possibly do this, or?
Do we want to do a draft of everybody? Or pick
Yeah.
one?
I also does anything happen to the other statue when I nick Nick's original one?
No.
Well, does it?
Alternate timelines. This
Mm.
is a good pack.
Listen, I'm being very careful.
Trying to figure you out.
I'm being very careful. So,
Okay,
I,
then I would return your pendant in hopes that you didn't notice that I put a little K in the bottom of the foot for Kashta.
cool. So I put it back on. Still very fuming mad. Still looking for hope. Can I make another investigation to see if I see him anywhere?
yeah, sure. You don't really need to make an investigation, but you know where he
Right.
was setting up his corner, his tent. He has a little lean-to set up, and it's open. I mean,
So I go in to his lean-to, and I just I look around for any clue of where this guy's gone, because if I'm not mistaken, and Orin is no time traveler, but I'm pretty sure I just got fucking thrown this pendant from Hope from the future. God, it's driving me crazy. So yeah, I
you
go in
notice his
into-
bedroll has been laid out, and on the bedroll is another scroll.
Additionally, my backpack and everything that I had would be on there, in there as well.
Even your backpack is there?
Mhm.
Oh my god. So I call out, Kashta, you need to put eyes on this.
I would put eyes on it.
Yeah.
Everybody has it in their journal. Feel free to read it.
Do you want me to read it out?
It's entirely up to you, man. It's your
Yes,
character.
in your
Would
voice,
you guys
please.
like me to read it out?
Yes, please. In your voice, please.
So
I'll be right back.
it reads, Friends, I can't say that writing this letter was easy. In fact, I think it's one of the more challenging things I've done. When Jorg found me in Blackfall, I was lost and looking for work. Dulled from the mindless clanging of metal, I'd failed to find purpose. Jorg, you gave me a bit of that, truly. You were my first true friend. In following Jorg through towns, sometimes for rest, and others for ruckus, we fell upon the rest of you in the Ornstein Guildhouse. Little did I know that you all would help me fill that void as well. Kashta, you blend wits and intellect to bend reality to your will. Let me be the one that gives you the prophecy this time. You're bound for greatness, and regardless of what darkness looks around you, I'm sure you'll be able to broker a deal. If not, may your cauldron produce fires rival to those in the nine hells in order to enact your will. Orin, I can't tell you how much my heart bleeds for the loss of your son. It's funny, when I was younger, I often prayed to the gods for a father like you. Stalwart in your beliefs, firm in your understanding and lessons. Yet, I can see the gardener in you, one who nurtures life. Take good care of the cublet. May you find resolve in raising it. As your son is always with you now, know I am there by your side as well. Zula, I see much of who I want to be within you. The goodness within your heart shines like a beacon of hope, where shadows encroach from all sides. You place yourself in front of others to bear the burden of their pain, whether that might be physical or emotional. You're a role model for mankind, and I beg for you to keep that light shining bright. Bliss, in smithing, there's a certain order of things you must follow, a recipe, so to speak. While I struggled to be bound by that structure, your carefree attitude is inspiring. The way you're able to see outside of that recipe and create your own path in nature is nothing less than art. I wish I had more time to learn from you, but I urge you to continue creating that art through your choices. Jorg, I'm tearful now as I come to your name. You were about as close to a sibling that I could have had. And while the consistent inquiring about the curiosities of everything we encountered, at times, was overwhelming, I can't help but think that's what I'm going to miss most. Your view of, you view the world so through a spectacular lens, one that lends itself to creation. Continue being curious and question everything, especially Kashta. I'll miss you dearly, friend. I'm sure you've realized by now, but I'm gone. After hearing the others speak about her, it made me realize that none of you know her, the person who saved my life. I've gone to meet my destiny, the one that's allowed me to live, that's allowed me to meet all of you, that's allowed me sorry, I messed up that. That's allowed me to bring my dreams to fruition. Please, heed my warning. If you go through with your plan, there may be a chance that we're on the opposite ends of a blade. Please, I beg of you, do not let it come to that. Signed, Hope.
Can I compare the letters? The letter from Orin and the letter of Hope?
Be my guest.
Are they the same handwriting?
As far as you can tell.
Oh, bro, well written. That was awesome.
So I hear, like, you know, I'm very shaken by this letter, I must say. But someone else can go.
We have to find Hope. He's misguided. He doesn't know himself, so we have to find him and save him.
Didn't you hear him? He's gone to meet his god. And if we were to go find him, I fear the worst might happen. Yet still. But he has been my friend. So yes, I do believe that the roads have brought us here now to do this. We must go and find him. And I feel the pendant again, like.
I'm keeping the other one, by the way.
Good, because I need somebody I can trust. So I'm still down to go to the cave.
I'm still thinking about how I should respond in character to this letter because it was such a wow card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be shook, and then I would point out that the letters are written in the same hand, obviously. And then I would go through Hope's pack.
I think the only thing of value in there was the adamantine sword.
Uh-huh.
And you would just find, because I didn't carry any of my blades I always summoned, so
Right.
It was pretty much just an adventure snacks pack with smithing tools, and yeah, that's about it.
I would take the sword, the smithing tools, and is there anything in there of sentimental value that I would think would be sentimental to you?
There is a Actually, there would be a specific smith pack. This came from, I guess, my background. I have it in other possessions. A maker's mark chisel used to mark your handiwork with the symbol of, where I used to work.
I would cop that chisel. The chisel, the sword, and the smithing tools.
Yeah, so I would,
And the food.
and then the beef jerky. I would go over and I would just, like, pet the owlbear and console myself and think about what to do.
I think our friend has made his decision and he is ready to fight. He's ready to fight us even. We should be prepared to do the same.
Have you
He's our friend just as well. He's misguided, and I don't think it'll come to that.
I hope not also. I do love him in his own way. But if it's my life or his life, I'd leaving. I like breathing.
I like that.
It's a Dr. Dre quote, if anyone's wondering.
That's awesome.
Classic.
So, yeah. Unfortunately, the witch doctor is right. Whatever it comes to, this is the path that we've been led down by the gods. So... So I wrestle up my pack. I'm ready to go.
Oh, man. You're ready to go. I am not ready to go. I am still tired and need a wee bit more long rest.
Oh, I guess, yeah, we can, yeah, let's do a long rest first, sorry.
Well, we are long resting.
This is
but-
this whole thing is
Yeah.
part of the long rest.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
obviously,
okay.
I just want to say I'm still good. Very much be a part of the session.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm happy to help with planning. Dave has given me combat control of some of the characters, so you can feel a little bit more confident with where you choose those people in battle.
Awesome. I do love that.
Alright, so if I had to choose, like, honestly, I would go with Kashta and Bullywug go in the cave with me. And we can, go ahead and say, put in whatever vote you want, but,
We're gonna play a
oh.
game.
Oh yeah,
okay.
that's right.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I think whatever in my best Conor McGregor impression, like, who the fuck is this guy? The fucking the dude who spoke up earlier, like, is there a fair way of deciding who goes with who? We're not playing
Merle.
favorites. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Alright.
what are we doing?
Well, I would look over. I'm going to assume you said we're going to play a game in character.
Yeah.
And,
As I'm wheeling Bliss into the center of the camp.
and I look at the cards. I say, we do not have time for games.
Game will be the decider of the party.
How about this, Mike? Why don't you play the dealer? You're the dealer for the. You want to play the dealer, or do you want to be like? Do you want to be part of the game?
I prefer to be part of the game.
You got it. No problem. So, I guess Ofrig's gonna wander over and he's gonna sit down and what is going on with all of you?
We're trying to decide who goes where. And we're playing
Oh,
a game to do it.
Oh, see. Just know that myself and the Whaelhaven Guard will have your back no matter who we follow.
Thank you, Shield Brother. So, Bliss takes out his die or something? Like, how does it? What do you mean? Like, how does this game work?
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out.
Oh man.
All right. So
I think
we're gonna play a round of Texas Hold'em. All right. There's no uh, folding. So we're gonna play it out to the end. Or actually, yeah, there'll be. Let's do some betting. Let's do a little bit of betting. Why not? You guys have some gold pieces. I'm sure you have on your persons.
gold pieces
Or we'll do
for gambling.
Yeah, Oren's not a gambler.
Let's do some copper. Let's do some copper pieces then. How about that? So Wilfred goes. He reaches over and he extends his hand out towards Bliss. Perhaps I could be of help. I've played a game of cards or two in my time.
Well, I'm glad you suggested the game of cards, because I don't think they would have trusted me if I suggested it.
Most certainly
Alright.
wouldn't have.
Would trust him with my life.
He takes the set of cards. So this is how it's going to work.
Just not your
As he
wallet.
divvies out the cards, okay? As he divvies out the cards, obviously the winner is going to get all the gold or all the things, right? Now, you can raise by how much? How about this? Make it real easy. You have 20 gold pieces. Everybody has 20 gold pieces. We'll say divvied up from the treasure. Okay. The winner is going to get all of it. And based on where you fold in the game is how far you get in the game is where you get to select your team. So Mike actually has cards. So he's going to he's going to shuffle and he'll draw. He'll get to draw 3 cards because he's card playing, obviously a card player. And for everybody else, in the chat, I want you to roll a d10 and a d4. So, and we'll go one by one, just so it doesn't get all scrambled. The d10 is going to be the 1 is going to be an ace, the 10 all the way up to 10, and the suits are going to be 1 for heart, 2 for spade, 3 for club, and 4 for diamond. If you roll a 10 on your d10, roll another d4 to determine if it's a face card or not. We'll walk you through it. So, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle it up. And he throws 2 cards towards Bliss. Bliss looks at his cards, and he has an extra one up his sleeve. Dill, go ahead and roll your cards.
Sweet. And this is just what I see.
Just roll. Actually, you know what? Oh, how can we do this where nobody else sees it?
So, Dave, I think your first idea of the no fold.
Fine, people see it, but as long as no one meta sees it.
Yeah, or just everyone just plays no meta.
Cool. We'll do no meta. That works. All right, Dill, in the chat, roll your die.
Yep.
I'm not even gonna look.
Was it 2 clubs?
Ace of spades.
Ace of spades. All right, and
Roll your other one. And that would be a 4 of hearts. All right. Next up, we're gonna do Tim.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a d10 and a d4.
no.
You got a 2 of diamonds, and your next one, roll a d10 and a d4. A 9 of clubs. Cool. Hope. I'm not Hope. I'm sorry, not Hope. I'm just looking at the pictures.
Do you want me
My
to
bad.
roll? Do you want me to roll for Zula?
Do Zula. Yeah, do Zula. Yeah, Zula
Okay.
works. Makes sense.
So D10 and D4.
So, 8 of hearts.
Okay, and then D10 and a D4.
So you got a 3 of clubs. All right, Nick. What about you? Oren.
Well, Orin is very hesitant to gamble, so he's wondering if everybody's like bought in. I'm guessing.
I mean, you don't have to opt in. You'll just pick your team last.
Yeah, I can do that too. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll play D4.
D10 and a D4.
D10.
Oh yeah.
Six of clubs, and do one more time.
Yeah, I did.
Unless you
I
had to
did.
do it.
It's a 3.
No, roll another D10 and a D4.
Oh.
2 cards. All right, you got an ace of diamonds,
Surprised no one
And-
rolled a same card.
and Bliss.
Wait,
What are your
wait. What was my last? It was Ace of Diamonds and what?
6 of clubs?
6 of clubs.
Bliss, what are yours? Your 3.
Well, who wants to know?
All right, you can hold them close to your chest. I think that's fun.
I think it fits the character. Yeah.
I think it does if it's the character too. All right, so here's the first 3. So we have a 2 of spades, a 9 of spades, three of diamonds. At this point, you guys want to do your own little bets amongst each other.
Do we?
Quick question for Zula. Would she be familiar? Do you think she would be familiar with card games? I'm trying to see if she would stay in the entire time out of fun, or if she'd
I think she'd
actually.
probably stay in. I think she'd probably stay in out of fun.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure if she. All right. Should we keep going? Anybody want to bet anybody or what?
I would throw in 7 copper pieces.
7 copper pieces. Whoever wants to
Whoa,
stay.
whoa!
in.
I was dealt first, so I get to the first bet, and Yorig is gonna throw in. Yorig's gonna throw in 5 gold pieces, but I'm also crafting a little film to go on top of one of the cards under the table, or in my sleeves of the robes or something.
All right, cool.
All right, then I would just raise it to 7.
All right, 7 gold pieces. All right, to stay in, guys. 7 gold pieces.
Zula throws in 7 gold pieces.
Stay in it.
All right, 7 gold pieces. Does Orin stay in?
All right. So what were the cards? It was a 2 of clubs.
You only
2 of
know
spades,
yours.
9 of spades, 3 of diamonds.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. So we have a 2 of spades, a 9 of spades, and a 3 of diamonds.
Yeah, I fold.
All right, cool. All right,
Nice.
Orin fold.
But it's free
all right.
money.
Next up is okay. We're gonna
I'm
roll the
just-
next
I'm-
card. We have a 6 of diamonds. All right. Bill, are you raising this at all or what?
I'm throwing the rest of my cash in.
Oh my god.
What was the last one?
6 of diamonds. So we have
6
a
of
2 of
diamonds?
spades, a 9 of spades, 3 of
Sweet.
diamonds, and a 6 of diamonds.
13 gold pieces in.
You're gutting Zula of all of her money.
13 gold pieces. Okay. Bill, is that what you're throwing in?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll throw it in.
Okay, cool. Anybody staying in or what? So right now we have this is in and Yorig is in. And
What is-
Zula's in.
What's the call? The rest of the 13? It was
Yeah.
7 to call, and then you went all in, Mike?
13,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna sit out.
All right, so Kashta, you got the second to last pick. All right, here we go. And then the last card.
Oh, all those
It's
aces.
an ace of spades.
God damn
I
it.
already have the ace of spades.
Well, there's two.
Yo, I shouldn't have folded, dude. Fuck.
Oh,
Bitch.
All right.
We have two ace of spades. Oh, this is great. Great. All right, cool. I'm going to play this off better then.
All right, dude. I can't predict that. Come on, man. This is what it is.
I think it's fun. Because I was also
So
going to say the probability that you draw a face card with a D10 is much lower than drawing a face card in a deck.
Yeah, that's absolutely. and this is a card sharks deck, anyways. All right. Does anybody want to throw in any like belts or shoes or rings or anything?
I'm looking at my cards. I'm like, well, never trust a card sharks deck.
that's a nice
All right. So for the people that are still in, we'll start with Yorig. We'll do Zula, and then we'll do Bliss. So Yorig, are you throwing anything else in or what?
I could throw other stuff in.
Dude, rings, whatever. I don't care. Watches, boots. I don't
flocks.
care what you throw in. Whatever you're willing to give away.
I'm like negging like Bliss, like, hey, I'll throw in this time bomb of a clock if you throw in the bottom of that secret pack I gave you.
I'm just looking at him, remembering I played cards with him before in the vampires place. So I'm just extra looking at him, knowing he's trying to pull something shady when everyone thinks I'm going to pull something shady.
So you staying, Dill?
Huh?
Okay. We'll stay in.
Oh,
Zula?
you throw in that thing, George?
A nice little fiery clock that does
Oh, okay.
something, yeah.
Unless you threw in your thing?
Oh, yeah, what can I throw in?
Whatever you have.
Should throw in the Hemoth idol.
Fiery clock.
I'll throw in the idol, why not?
Okay, cool. The idol.
Zula
Okay,
is going to
and then
throw
Zula.
in an ink pen.
An ink pen. All right, gotcha. So we have. Okay, we have 13.
I just looked through her
gold.
inventory. I was like, all right, what's not going to, like, mess with her kit?
1 second.
She makes a bouquet of roses.
Actually, no, that's a really good. She would Druidcraft, like, what Druidcraft could produce, not like outside of its, spell range, but she produces a bouquet of, like, daisies.
All right, we're looking at 59 gold pieces approximately. I think my math is off. 1 idol, a Druidcraft wreath bouquet thing, and an exploding fiery clock. All right, Bill, you have. All right, so I guess it would be like a pair, like a pair, like a double pair.
Oh, as I flip my cards over, I'm flipping like that magical tinkered item over one of the cards. That shows I have 2 ace of spades.
Oh, okay, I got you.
2
Make
aces of spades.
Make so there would be 3 in play right now. Actually, make
3 in play.
Make a how can we do this? Make a deception check, and then add your intelligence modifier onto that check.
Let's see. My deception is +0 intelligence modifier +5, so 14.
14. All right. What is Mike? Mike, what's your passive insight? And Zula, what's Zula's passive insight?
Passive perception or insight?
Insight.
So it'd just be 10 plus the skill if we're not proficient in it, right? So that'd be a 14 for her.
Okay.
So
she.
15 for me.
All right. So they see it, and they see. Okay, you guys see him with this fake like thing on top of the card.
I tell him if he wants to try that again, I'm gonna steal his tinkering glasses.
Well, if you want to play with a car with multiple ace of spades, we better change this.
Maybe if you knew how to play cards, you knew to change it to a heart and not a spade again.
Okay, so Dill, you got, I guess, two pair. I guess no.
The
no,
ultimate
two
pair.
Ultimate pair. We'll go make that just like a slightly higher than a 2 pair. All right. So what's oh, just a regular pair. Zula. What about you?
Zula, I believe, only has a pair of 3s.
Pair of 3s.
Because she had an 8 on top of that, but I don't think that could build into anything.
Nope.
So just a pair.
Bliss, what did you have?
Oh, coming in with the win.
What do you
I
have?
got the straight 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ooh.
2, 4, 5, 6. All right. So you can
How
go
do you
ahead.
have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 2 cards?
Because there's 3 of my cards that I need to make the straight in the pile.
Yeah, there's a 2, 3, 4 in the pile.
No, there's an
2-3.
ace. So it would be an
has
ace.
Oh,
So you'd
yeah,
have to
sorry.
use the ace. Be an ace 2, 3, 4, 5.
Isn't there a 6 in there too?
Oh, there's
There
a
is.
6. Yeah.
But you're playing with a extra card because you're sneaky.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
right. You gotta pick one of them.
No, isn't there a 6 in the thing?
Yeah.
There is, but you have 3 cards, and you're using the 3 cards in your hand as a part of your straight.
No, I'm only using the 2 in my hand.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
I followed. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I got it. Yep, you're right. All right, so I think the math is right. That's you get 1 idol, 1 bouquet of flowers.
I'll take everything and just hand the
floaty
bouquet
clock
back to
thing
Zula.
and 59 gold pieces. So, all right, Mike. So the order is going to be, Bliss is number 1, Jorg is number 2, Zula is number 3, Koshta is number 4, and Oren is number 5 to pick your team. So, listen, this is what you have for teams. You have the 2 tieflings that work together. They're a level 2 warlock, level 2 sorcerer. You have Chief of Babu of the Bullywugs. He's a level 2 witch doctor. He's the faith healer one, so he's like a healer witch doctor. He comes with 2 giant frogs, 6 Bullywugs. Earl is a level 2 ranger. He comes with 3 commoners. Norm, level 2 artificer, comes with just the mastiff Elvis. The ornery shepherd is a level 2 druid. He comes with 2 giant spiders and 1 monstrous tarantula, which is a CR. I think it was like a CR4 from my thing. And then Ofrig is a level 2 barbarian, and he comes with 5 guards. Go ahead and pick.
And I think it's helpful to know I'll be piloting Meryl and Ulfric.
I fucking hate Meryl. Alright, I'm gonna go into the dungeon with Fret and her dad. And I
Okay,
think I'm gonna take
Nope, that's 1 pick. They count as
Oh
1
yeah,
pick.
I got you. Got it.
Okay, so Bliss gets Fret and Guilt. Next up is going to be Yorig. You getting, pal?
Oh, fuck. I also wanted to go into the dungeon, so I'm gonna pick. I really want to pick Norm, but I don't want to pick Norm. I'm gonna pick Merle.
Merle? Okay, so Merle and the 3 commoners. Okay. Zula.
Zula immediately calls over to Elvis.
So Norm and Elvis. Okay. Ashta.
I would pick the ornery shepherd.
Oh, okay. Shepherd. So you get the 2 giant spiders and the 1 monstrous tarantula.
Yeah,
then,
and then I would try to like whisper in Orin's ear to take the bullywugs. Take the bullywugs.
So here's your choice. You can pick either the bullywugs, or you can pick Ulfrig.
Honestly, so I go over to Ulfrig, and I say, "Thank you for everything the guard does, and I hope to see you if we need you. But we owe the Bullywug people, and I must go with them." Hopefully, he
Alright.
nods in understanding.
He's like a little. He understands, but it's a little disgust because he's been fighting these creatures like since he's grown up. All right.
He's just salty. His last picked in fucking dodgeball.
Okay. Now, and Mike, you can choose Ofrig if you'd like.
I guess. I'll wave him over, but I don't say his name.
You could pass.
You can pass if you want.
Nah, I'll take him.
All right, cool. Okay.
So may I ask in character? So, do this cave, this well, and this dungeon all lead to the same place?
So
I don't want to be split up.
So Gilt kind of chimes in. He says, "Well, last of our scouts, we've discovered that these three routes do. We've confirmed that the well and the dungeon do, in fact, convene together, and it's a very strong theory that the cave does as well. However, we have not been able to explore the cave due to that magical darkness. We're looking for some sort of artifact. We don't know its origin. We don't know what it looks like. Something that has been casting the shroud over the valley. We need to destroy it or turn it off."
Also, remember last session he mentioned that the lantern would help see through it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure. I mean, I feel as though dungeon. I mean, if you'd have to, based on our scouts' reports, well, might be a little difficult to. I think it might be a more direct route. However, you'll have to send down the well, the darkness. Dungeon. I mean, we've cleared it out multiple times. I'm sure you've cleared it out as well, but we've had most of the undead gods inhabit that area. And the cave is a complete wild card.
Well, I've handled my share of caves in my day. I would dispatch the guards to the dungeon, perhaps the skinny guard player to the well, and me and Koshta and the beasts to the cave, where we rout them and force them exactly where they want us. We want them to be, whoever they would be.
Seeing as we only have control over the bullywugs, the ornery shepherd, maybe we just pick one. I would like to pick the cave and ornery shepherd. Would you be so kind as to send one of your spiders or tarantula to scout the cave ahead of time?
I suppose if we're working together, it's an oblige.
Many thanks. So we'll take the cave. Nick and I will take the cave.
I'll head towards the well. No problem picking up where all the money's at.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Zula looks down towards Jorig as everyone's deciding.
Oh yeah. The sloth and the dwarf. And the sloth and the gnome.
And she pets
I mean-
she pets Elvis, and then right behind, as she's petting Elvis, Norm comes around the side, and you see.
What he's going for he's going for the
No,
move.
I was
Move.
being suggestive without like putting words in Zula's mouth because I don't want to like again manipulate her character, but like she's suggesting that she teams up with Jorg, but I know Jorg doesn't want to be near Norm.
I would also like to ask Michael for the Hemoth idol and the cloak of the bullywug.
You see, Kosh, it was a gift.
It was a gift, and I shall return it to you. I just think it would be helpful to communicate with the party if we're all gonna have a good chance at survival here.
I mean, I guess if we're bringing logic into the scenario, I'll take off the cloak and hand it over.
Much obliged. And I would throw him a little quap of the fucking habit weed.
Could have led with that. Could have led with that.
I did not think I had to purchase something from my friend. This is tit for tat.
So yeah, so us the animals on the cave, the guards to the dungeon, and
All right. So who's
So-
going to the cave? I'm sorry.
The rest of us to the well. I mean, not the well. The dungeon.
right.
So Kashta's going to the cave with the ornery shepherd, right?
And so am I with the bullywugs.
The bullywugs. Okay.
I don't think we have anyone going to the well.
I'm going to the well.
Mike can go to the well. I'm thinking
With
Well, I mean-
I thought you were going to the dungeon.
I was, but then I was swayed.
We get all this situated. So okay. So sorry. We'll start one more time. Cave is going to be Kashta and the ornery shepherd. Right?
yeah. Well, and also me and the bullywugs.
Okay, and you and the bullywugs. Alright, give me a quick second.
I would pass on the cloak of the bullywug to Orin because he hasn't been able to.
You got
So,
it.
and since that is the faction you picked,
Nice.
I would let you wear it and tell you that the elf needs us back at the end of our journey if we are still in one piece.
Why don't we take a 10-minute break so I can get everything situated for this?
All right.
Yo.
Alright, guys. See you in 10 minutes. We're beak. Alright, we're back. Man, this is like. Forgive me now if this turns into a shit show because I am trying to flex
Oh,
my
sorry.
DM muscle. Forgive me if this is a little jacked up because I'm trying to flex my DM muscle a little bit, and challenge myself.
I don't know. I like DM muscle singular way better than muscles plural.
Muscles, multiple muscles.
Nope.
All right, so
Singular.
everybody gets your rest. You guys are leveled up to level 5.
At the beginning of waking up, I know part of Zula's routine, she'd cast Goodberry and hand them out appropriately.
I was gonna say during this rest, I also want to inscribe a sigil on one of those like things that you turn the clock with to like wind them up. I'm gonna inscribe a sigil onto that as
like a
part of
key,
my
one of those like dial keys,
yeah,
or
wind up key, and that's gonna be my sigil for extra damage. I can't remember what the spell is called now.
So I'm going to use a spell slot and cast Mage Armor for both Zula and for the gnome that talks a lot. Whatever his name
What is-
Just double check.
What is
I
the,
can't benefit from it.
What is the time frame for that? 8 hours?
Yeah.
Yes, 8 hours.
So just cast it one level lower because I can't benefit because I'm wearing leather armor.
You as in who are you piloting
Zula.
right now? Oh, okay. Oh, you're already wearing armor? What the fuck?
Yeah,
I see.
Druids can wear leather armor.
Huge. All right. Well, I cast it on whoever's going to the well. I cast it on whoever I can put it on.
Going to the well. You can cast it on one of the guards. You can cast it on Ofrig. Ofrig has an armor class of 18. He has plate armor.
What is this gnome guy? What's his name
I'm sorry,
again?
Ofrig does not have plate armor. I'm sorry. He's does not.
What does Norm do?
Norm is an artificer. He's the same, basically the same as Yorick.
Norm
Just,
could
3
benefit from
levels.
it. Ofric wouldn't, though.
Pops a lot. You know that guy.
Yeah. both you gnomes.
So,
I
okay.
cast it on Norm.
Right, splendid. Thank you so much. You'd have to sit me down sometime and show me just how you managed to pull something.
You're welcome. Away. So,
All right, so
I wrestle my pack up, and me and Kashta look at each other. Then we.
You should tell the bullywugs that it is time to move out.
Oh, I throw on the cloak real fast, and I'm just like, "Wah, wah, rah, rah." And they all just go, "Rah, rah, 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 rah."
and they'll just like follow behind. And then
Yes.
Chief of Babu says, "We will have your back."
And I give him a big old froggy thumbs up, and I'm good to go.
All right, cool. So they wander off. You guys start going your separate directions. The bullywugs, they begin to lead you guys towards the cave. They're very familiar with this area. They start walking that way. Actually, they walk you back towards the ruins to pick up the lantern. So you need to pick up the lantern.
Right.
Now, Org and Zula, is there anything in particular that you want to prepare for? Or you guys have the commoners, the Merle, you have Norm, and you have the Mastiff Elvis.
The only thing I remember is we need to figure out, since we don't have the unseen servant, we need to figure out how we're taking the oil and the water to the statue.
I thought. Remind
Oh, it's
me.
already the trap is already dealt with. I mean,
Oh, okay. I thought that was like it re-triggers every. Okay.
I was
Cool.
also gonna say we have an alternative route too, a shortcut, from the exit.
Oh, true. Yeah, it went to the second, original city. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm mistaken.
So which route are you going? Dill, are you guys going through the town? You going back down through the dungeon, or are you guys gonna take the shortcut through the ruins?
Yeah, the ruins.
Okay, cool.
I agree
So
with that.
so you guys and the Bullywugs and Kashta and Orin, they're all walking together, and then the last group would be Mike and his group, and you guys are walking back towards the town with Ofrig. Ofrig is just say, "I'll lead you there with the guard. There'll be no problems." Seeing as how your faces should, faces of our new friends might draw some unwanted attention as we begin to walk that way. So,
Just also as a note, everybody gets one good berry, except for who do you guys think Kashta would leave out? Not Kashta, Zula. I was gonna say Norm, but I think that's a player-based decision, not a character.
Merle.
And
She leave Merle out.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't think she liked Merle that much.
No offense,
So
Merle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, it's 2 people. So Merle,
Merle- Merlin, the captain of the guard, because
all right,
maybe
yeah, Ulfric. Okay,
yeah, he doesn't eat berries.
gotcha.
He looks like a brisket kind of guy.
Oh my god.
So, you guys make it back towards town. We'll go with no, who are we gonna go for first? We'll go with you know what? Nick Costa, Oren Costa, and Jorgen Zula. You guys make it to the ruins safely, back to the ruins, where the lantern has been slowly, brick by brick, rusting off and trying to reset the original foundation of the temple.
So
Oh, I never thought you'd return. Oh, I thank you for coming back. You know, seeing as that I could always use a helping hand.
we are
It's
only
actually
here
us.
for the lantern.
Who need your help?
My existence is to serve. What do you have for plan for me?
We
You
are
need
in.
to help us.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Costa, fill him in.
Oh, we are looking for a lantern to guide us through some magical barrier. It has been in it before. You cannot see. Fire is no help. Fairy fire is no help. It is a abyss, if you would describe it as such.
Perhaps my divine radiance would be able to clear that up for you. How far do we have? When can we start?
We can start right now. And I sort of I grab him by the collar, let's just hustle up, soldier, kind of and I say the cave is not far, but apparently we need this fancy lantern in order to penetrate the darkness that has infested itself down there.
My duty is to serve.
I think our friend is the lantern. Maybe a little manners will go a far way. My big northern friend.
I've been called worse.
I didn't know. Apparently you were the one. Well, as I hassle up and I say, "Let's go. Let us shine through the darkness, my new woodsman friend."
Everybody nods towards Jorg and Zula and their crew as they make their way over to the trapdoor in the ruins. Zula and Jorg.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna continue down into the trap. Or was it a trap door that we came through?
Mm-hmm. So you dust off the leaf litter and whatever has fallen on the door. There's a big cast iron ring. Open up, and then you can see the spiral staircase going all the way down in the dark.
Are you ready for more undead, Zula?
She would say, yeah, she would acknowledge that and nod. Again,
I'm
sticking
very
close.
ready.
Yeah, sticking close to Elvis.
All right. Who's going down the ladder first, or who's going down the stairs first?
Gesture at Merle, just I.
Well, I suppose I could. Suppose I can go first. Let's go. Fires up a torch, and all of his commoner buddies are following behind him.
Dope.
Okay, so
I follow suit.
Okay. They all begin to walk down, all the way down the staircase. At this point, Ofrig, Bliss, and the tieflings with the guards, they arrive at the front gates of Whaelhaven. brothers, I've arrived and I've brought some new friends. And the other guards up in the towers, they're like, all right. They just like, they pull up the fucking gate. You guys walk in, and as you guys walk by, the women are pulling their children aside, and the men are kind of just like looking up and like seeing exactly what's going on as you walk through the town where the execution was, around the bend, and you can see a path that goes into like a almost like a kind of like a courtyard. Like some of the larger buildings are making this courtyard, and there is a ominous like feeling of dread and sorrow coming from this courtyard.
Is there, could I, by chance, see a guard that was recently demoted? Or...
we could if you want to spend time looking for him, absolutely.
No, I'm gonna go get as close as we can to the well, as fast as possible.
So as you approach the well, there's heavy tree cover, canopy cover in this this courtyard, overshadowing the well, and you can see a familiar figure, a particular tavern-owning figure, standing leaning against the well.
Is it the vampire?
Fancy seeing you all here.
Vampire.
So, have you come to make your tribute towards Tabris, or perhaps throw a copper piece to make a wish?
I make my wishes in private. You can move along.
Sorry, there'll be no moving along today. And he kind of like snaps his fingers, and these gates just like all around the courtyard, and now you're just like encased in this courtyard
You
area.
gotta be fucking shitting me.
He goes, nowhere to run off to now, and see your friends aren't here to save you, but Samaritans will be no use to you. Fed on their family and friends before you've gotten here. Now we're going to transition back towards the cave. As you guys approach the cave and you move through as you approach through the cave, round through the bend, the bullywugs, one of the bullywugs out in the front, is kind of like gesturing to come over to look. Does anybody want to come and look?
Yeah. I go and look.
Okay. So as the bullywug pulls you over, and he goes,
Look, there's something over there, just outside the cave.
the ornery shepherd's like coming from behind, riding on this giant tarantula. The other spiders are just like crawling through the canopy. The rest of the bullywugs are kind of just like, as they do, they line the edge of the brush. You can see five winged creatures. They appear to be like naked women. They have backwards bent legs with ending in hooked talons. They have a purplish lavender flesh, and their faces point to almost like a very shallow beak. Your friend from earlier, the Wendigo, is present and waiting, along with the giant flesh golem hodgepodge of zombies that held Bliss up. It appears they have been reassembled. They're standing by the gate.
Do we have visuals of any of this? I want to see this shit. I want to see where I am. It's those damned harpies from before. Know it. Holy balls! All right. Here we
But you got
fucking
an
go.
army at your back.
Yeah, it's true.
Now,
We'll make short order of these damn demonic creatures.
here is Mike's.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then leading up to Zula, Ofrig, I'm sorry, Zula, Ofrig, and their merry band of adventurers. They travel down, and you can hear like the eerie shambling of sliding feet of zombies. It's like walking through the hallways. And you round the door past the dungeon to where the trapdoor is. The door is wide open, and you can see several vampiric creatures sitting down. Um, they're sitting down on a couch, and they're like female characters, vampires, just drinking what appears to be blood from goblets. And you can hear several other like deep bellowing voices coming from the room off to the left where the trapdoor is. Just like tearing what appears, what you'd imagine, flesh apart. And that view is right here.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! I don't think I can see because I don't have. Or our stuff out there.
Hold on one second. Let me.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Let me turn.
Doing a brilliant job of coordinating all this technology, Dave.
There we
All
go.
right. Let me.
Wow, it's great.
Let me.
Shit, man.
Hold on. Let me just. I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
Sometimes them's the best ways, dog.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
If we we just hear this, correct?
You hear them laughing as you turn the corner. No one has really engaged except for Mike and his
Okay.
group.
I think immediately Zula would cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
So that's there. So plus 10 to stealth checks.
Okay. Gotcha. So we are going to. Which group wants to go first?
I mean, just in order of how it's been, it's cave, well, dungeon. So cave could go first.
Yeah,
But
I think that's fair.
Is that all right?
Okay.
Cool. Down for that.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Oh, it's fucking on like Donkey Kong. So, Oren's fingers, like, he sees that there's, like, already sees harpies because he remembers them vividly. He remembers that these are shrieking female creatures that fly around and they attempt to beguile you with sexiness, and he's not having any of it. So, he's going to first convert one of his sorcery points, of which he has currently 5 because he is now level 5. He's going to convert one of these into a spell slot. He just used mage armor, so bada bing, bada boom. That doesn't cost an action point though, does it?
You guys have yet to engage these people.
Yes, we do. But that's what I'm doing first. Second, honestly, I'm gonna just move forward and wait for them to engage and just be like, Kashta, that's my back. And I with my bullywug cloak still on, I say, rah, 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 go for the harpies. I will go for the Wendigo.
And then, sure, seeing that as like a motion to like start, all the bullywug, they just rear their spears, and they start throwing their spears. We're gonna roll some initiative here.
Heck. Roll some initiative.
Okay. And I
18.
all right. I got to
Not bad.
remove one from the list. All right. Okay, Jorg,
Yep.
what is your initiative?
Yours
I thought we were on
this
Nick's
map.
team.
No, I know. I'm rolling for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta do it once. I mean, we'll start
Yeah,
combat
no,
as we
that's
go,
fair.
but I gotta
6.
6. All right, Kashta,
18.
18. Zula,
Get in there. 6.
okay. Warren,
Bad 12.
all right, and Bliss.
Whoops. 10.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Versus Wendigo Man.
All right. So
Shit.
you guys step forward. The bullywugs all rear back. They begin throwing their spears towards the harpies, and the Wendigo steps forward, and he's just like gnarled hoofed feet with just like claws back on the heels. Steps forward. Finally, I'll be able to taste your flesh. He just sprints, absolutely sprints at Orin, and he is going to make a multi attack. It's one with his bite and one with its claws. Is, +5.
I'm going to use a reaction and cast shield if I can. Invisible.
Like.
An invisible barrier.
Let's see if it hits first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 14. Does a 14 hit?
Make sure you read Mage Armor.
I mean, my armor class is 10.
Yeah, but
But-
Mage Armor beefs that up.
Okay. This target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier. So,
It would
It's your
still
dex-
technically hit, but you could cast Shield to make it not hit.
Now,
you cast shield to make
All
it
right.
not hit.
so it just claws at, just like this this glimmering just field in front of you just like manifests, and you can see the claws just barely scratch through, and there's a spark, a flash of sparks. It's gonna make one attack now with its bite as it holds on to the end of the shimmering shield and it tries to bite over at you. 12. It is going to miss its bite attack. All right. Next up in the order is. Now we gotta switch over. Okay.
Oh, dang. We doing it this way?
Yep. So.
Oh,
guys
so
are-
before this combat was going to start, I wanted to see, since we're not inside, I wanted to see if I could slide a clock underneath the door to like go off.
Yeah. So
And
you
we
guys
could
are still.
do pass without a trace too if you need us to roll
Yep.
stealth checks.
Yep. No, you gotcha. So, all right, guys. So what are you guys doing?
I'm like looking over to Zula. I'm like, get ready. I think we have the drop on them. And I'm winding up a very small pocket watch with a nice little elf sigil on the wind-up watch, and I'm gonna chuck it under the door where these 3 vampires are.
Okay. So you're gonna roll it. So. Are you entering the room or gonna roll it 40 feet?
No, we'd be in that like looking over the Zula. You'd be in that first room
And I'm
with the
prepared.
dinner table.
Here?
Zula, so long as it's fine. I know that reactions are like a little tough because of timing, but she would try to prepare entangle for the first person group of people or person she sees to entangle them on at that spot.
All right, you got it. All right, so you guys are going to get your quick surprise round before we jump to the vampires. So set yourselves up.
I just can't move Zula's piece.
No problem.
I
So,
set myself up where I want to be.
oh, let me see if
Yeah.
I can for you. All right, try now.
There we go. Nice.
Oh, where's my cannon, yo?
Zula would probably be. Do we hear anything in this room, or
That's where all that gnashing and like.
Oh, okay. So I think
Door
Zula...
is just the door is shut.
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't check the door yet.
I think Zula would be there. Meryl would probably be like right here. Norm. God, I hate Norm. Elvis would probably be right near Zula, and then the commoners, I'd assume, would be around kind of Meryl.
Cool.
As you can see, I put a nice buffer around myself. Fuck you, Jorg.
Nice.
All right, cool. So
I got
what
my
you guys doing?
cannon.
Hey, I just want to protect Zula. I don't need her to die when Ashley's not here.
All right.
So I'm so this pocket watch that I wound up with my what do you call it? The arcane firearm. That was it. That's my wind up watch. So this watch is gonna slide under the door, and all like the hour hand, the minute hand, the second hand is all gonna spin super fast, and it's gonna point at each one of the vampires in the room.
Okay.
And that's gonna set off. What is that gonna set off? A scorching ray.
Ooh, okay. So is that just one of them or all the targets?
So one ray at each target, and we'll say the furthest one will get that extra buffered D8
All right, let's
from
do
the
it.
arcane firearm.
All right, you guys get your turn. This is your surprise round. They're just you're intoxicated
yeah.
on their fresh blood.
All right,
That
I didn't put.
This
Yeah,
door's
I didn't
not
put
open
this
yet, right?
spell in my
No problem.
in the sheet
Just,
yet, so I'm just gonna roll it out. So it's a 14. Well, I guess I have to roll it for all of them.
Yep.
14 for this vampire.
Miss.
21 for this vampire,
The hit.
and then a crit for this one.
Way in the back.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, cool. Roll the roll.
No, a crit. Sorry, it was a 1.
Yeah.
Crit fail. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you hit one of them. All right, cool.
Sick.
Zula, what are you doing? Or Dylan, calculate your damage real quick.
Sorry, hold on. Let me
oh,
redo
sorry.
that.
Didn't mean to do that.
3 damage and 4, so 4. 7 or 8 damage. Sorry,
Damage to the
7
one.
damage.
Great. 7 damage to the one in the back. All right.
I would pop up. Yeah, so so with the Spirit of the Harvest, that's like a token that comes on.
Yeah, it's a scarecrow. You get a scarecrow token.
Got it. Let's do that. Because we don't have sight into this room yet, right?
To what room?
This room here.
No, you got the door was open.
Oh, the door's open? Then she'd pop that sucker right there. Coming,
Alright,
like,
cool.
I want the scarecrow, like, coming out of the, almost like, the wooden table that's there, just turning into this massive scarecrow. I think that's an action, and I can use a bonus action to verbally command it to attack.
You got control of it.
Word. So attack-wise...
You're just using the stats of a normal scarecrow.
Okay, let me see if I can pull that up. Because I've got this cool feature that scare.
Let me see if this has the
Because I got it. So normal, perfect. Not a multi-attack, just one attack.
Oh, it gets it's a full it's stat block. It's the whole thing is built around this thing.
Okay, cool. Let's try to blast him with a let's multi-attack. We're gonna hit both of these suckers with the claw attack.
All right, cool.
So here, that is a 17.
That's a hit.
So that'll be 9 piercing damage. That's max on the damage roll. That'll go to this guy right here, and he's got to make a DC 11 Wisdom save or be frightened.
It's so very
Nice.
frightened.
I'd also just like to Bransky and move him up here.
It's fine.
Do the brain, baby.
So he passes that. I'm gonna hit him with this guy now with an 11.
An 11 misses.
Dang. Okay. That's my action and bonus action.
All right.
And
So now
he's gonna stick put.
both vampire spawns. They are going to.
I just want to one last thing. If the DM will allow it, I wanted this Eldritch Cannon to walk right over here and shoot off its emulsive blast.
Let's do it.
To give everyone their 1d8 plus my intelligence modifier of temporary hit points.
Okay. It's nice.
So that would be 9 temporary hit points for anyone 10 feet of this cannon,
I like that.
which is everyone.
All right. So next is going to be the
Nice.
the vampire spawns. They're going to attack this straw stalker as it just like grows out of just the wooden table in front and looms over them. And they're just shocked. The blood spills everywhere. They stand up and they begin attacking.
Good.
Let's see. That is a plus.
I have all of their damage resistances, vulnerabilities, all that good stuff.
What do you mean?
So they're just like of the scarecrow. It's got just everything that's in its stat block, right?
It's the same
Okay.
thing. Yep.
Just want to make sure.
Come on. Combat tracker. Just. Yep. There we go. There we go. So it is a plus. It's plus 6 to hit. Claws and bite. Did that pop up? Yeah, nice.
Not yet.
Okay. It's a 14. Does that hit?
Yes.
14. Okay. And it's gonna do. How come it doesn't roll the damage? Okay. Oh, I see how it does it. All right. I'm still doing this. Okay. So this is gonna be for the claws and for the bite. That's gonna be 7
That's 7.
points of.
Oh, 7
Then
points of
another
damage?
5.
Okay.
And then a 5. Yep.
What type of damage?
They are slashing and piercing damage.
He has resistance from non-magical attacks.
Yep. So he gets half damage. So that's
Alright,
6
so-
points of damage altogether.
All right, cool. He's at 30.
All right. The other one is going to sprint over here, see everyone, and it's going to step backwards and in shock, seeing as that there's been this ambush. All right. Those are the turns for the vampire spawns. We're gonna jump back to Kashta. Kashta's up. What are you doing, pal?
All right,
Hey,
Kosh.
What about the well? We doing
We're
No,
going
we're
in
just
initiative.
going by-
order.
Yeah,
Initiative order.
okay?
which
Ashta,
is
what are you
pretty
doing?
cool. Okay, Kashta is going to cast 1 die of his special pool and cast Mind Vapor to force the Wendigo to make a Wisdom saving throw, spell save of 15.
Okay. Let me see what the. It's a wisdom, you said?
Yep.
Wisdom save 0 on that wisdom save modifier. All right. 13.
Okay, so the target creature perceives you as their deepest fear and is frightened by you.
Okay, so it has to run away. It's under the frightened condition, right?
Right. I think that's frightened, right? Is it has to
Yep,
move as
so it has
far
to
away
make-
from me as possible.
Yep, it just looks at you and just like in sheer, like never feeling the sense of terror before, reaches up on its bone antlers and just tears some of them out of its skull, and just like looks right at you. Anything
It
else?
does. It doesn't move.
It on its turn it'll move.
Oh, on its turn it moves. Okay, and then as a bonus action, I would like to use one of my new cantrips. My hand goes from dark ebony purplish skin to pale white with the fingernails painted black, with a touch of necromancy, and I would cast chill touch. I'll just post it in the chat. I had to write it in, so I hope it's right. You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the creature you assail. On a hit, target takes 1d8. Since I'm level 5, that moves up, right? It says it in the bottom. At level 5, it's 2d8.
2d8. Yep.
It takes 2d8, and if it's undead, it has disadvantage on me until next turn. Wait, no, that's Toll the Dead. Wait, is it?
You just pick chill touch.
Yeah, no, I think that's chill touch. I'll double check.
Yep. All right.
Oh yeah,
so
if you
roll-
hit an undead target, it has disadvantage on attack rolls, and I would like to attack the flesh monster with that.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
So the spell, it's my spell save DC, right? Which is
You have to
14.
make,
It's your
you have to make
attack.
you make an attack roll.
Oh, I just make an attack. Okay. Which is a D20 and I add.
Your spell
Your
attack,
stealth attack bonus. Yep.
which is 6.
Okay. Yep. Damn, 8.
Oh, dude, you just missed it. It's like
Damn.
this hand like reaches out, and it just gets right in front of this creature, and it's pulled right back, as if it was just out. Just it didn't have enough. Fine, it didn't have enough range.
Mm.
All right. Next
That's
up is going to. All right. Next up is going to be.
All right, Tim, I'm gonna come back strong. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him forward. Right? And for both.
Well, so vampire is going to look at Bliss and the rest of the Good Samaritans and Ofrig and say, so I suppose this is the end for you. And he raises his hands in the air, and out of the well come these screeching creatures that look like severed heads with bat wings begin to swarm around.
Want to bite you? Take your head off or whatever.
Swarming around the well.
Damn it.
And the vampire is going to. Where do we go? It is going to. What is it going to do? It's going to target Bliss. And it's going to target you, and if you can see the vampire, you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed. The charmed target regards the vampire as a trusted friend to be heeded or protected. Although the target isn't under the vampire's control, it takes the vampire's requests or actions with the utmost favorable way it can, and the willing target for the vampire's bite. So, Mike, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mike, you're a half elf, right?
Yes. Oh, if I can't be charmed.
No, you have
Oh, you
advantage.
Advantage.
Alright, saving throws. Where are my saving throws?
What?
Hold on. Alright, wisdom was.
Your wisdom saving throw, just have to
Yeah, so you just click wisdom on your sheet. It's a 2.
All right, so with advantage, 16.
As this vampire looks at you with this charming look and this smile and glimmer in his eye, looks at you, and you are completely overwhelmed with the feeling of just splendor and ecstasy and friendship as you fall under the coercive effect of the charm. The what's this thing called? Charm effect of this vampire. All right. At this time, the Varghouls are going to dart towards the guards. Begin engaging with the guards. They're going to make their attacks. And I'm just going to do it like this. How are we going to do this? All right. So basically, the guards are D6s and the Varghouls are D4s. So we're going to roll how many guards we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guards. Okay, cool. All right. So these are each the guards, their roles. These are each of the Varghouls. Okay. So it looks like highest ones are going to match. All right. One of the guards is able to reach up with his pike, just impale it into the ground. And it just dies there and erupts into brimstone and a puff of black smoke with the smell of sulfur on the ground. The next one, the ties, is going to go to the defender. Same thing. Reaches up with the pike, pulls out one of the wings, and holds it down, and just stomps on the head and crushes it. It's going to be the second one done. Okay. After that, we have next 4, which beats one of the guards. This Varghoul swoops down, weaving in between the pike strikes, and just bites deep into his throat and tearing out a huge section, and blood just begins to spurt and spray all over the ground as the guard falls to the ground.
No.
The next one is a 5 to 4, 4 to 4. Okay, 3 to 3. So all right, so the 3 to 3 goes to the defender. The Varghoul is dead on the double. All right, the next one is going to be a 2 to the 3. The Varghouls, another one is going to be dead. And finally, the 2 ones. As the guards, they hold strong, and just like as these Varghouls, they fly up, they're able to pick them off one by one as one of the guards falls down and begins bleeding out. All right. Next up in the order is going to be Orin.
Oh, I got something coming for you, baby. So I have just fended off this guy's bite, right? And like his bite is like coming through.
Yeah, but right now his attention is completely focused on Kashta and how he's going to get away.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use this opportunity to stand back, brace my entire body. My eyes go blue, the color of the bluest ice you've ever seen. And I cast right where this son of a bitch is standing. I cast Ice Storm.
Hey,
And I cast it at level 5.
nope,
Because
level,
when I cast it, wait, I'm not level 5
3.
yet?
Nope, it's level 3 spells.
Can only cast level 3 spells?
Yeah, at level 5, you can only cast level 3.
Okay.
You cast a spell, the spell's a 3rd level spell, but it doesn't,
Alright.
you're not upcasting it.
Whatever.
Okay. 20-foot radius, so that's going to be all of these. So it's right here.
It's,
Is that what we're doing?
yeah, it says it's
Creature
20 foot radius. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right around the flesh golem and these two harpies.
Cool. All right, awesome. So each creature in the cylinder must make a dex saving throw. A creature taking. Oh, cool. All right. We'll do the. Let's do the flesh golem first. Its dex save is going to be -1.
Hails the size of baseballs.
13. So it fails the save. So it's going to take. It's 2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to roll that real quick. 2d8.
Damn, son.
Let me write that down. That's 6, and then another 4d6. Damn, that's crazy, man.
We're ain't
Well,
fucking around right now.
All right, so that's the damage, a total of 18. The harpies that are currently flying overhead, they're going to make their dex saving throws, and they have a dex of +1, so they might be a little bit difficult. We'll see. So we're going to roll 2 for them. First harpy is an 8. This one's a 16. So it's the first one is going to take half damage, so that's 9 damage. And the other one that's in the air, it's approximately 30 feet in the air, flying over the statue. Because it was because it failed its dexterity saving throw, I believe that it's going to. Wait, does this make you go prone? This let me see if this thing makes you go prone.
Difficult terrain until your next turn.
All right, so it doesn't fall. Okay, cool. So, but that one takes full damage. So let me. It's got 18 damage. A lot of fucking damage. Okay, 9. And the other, the flesh golem is going to be 18 damage. As this whirling snowstorm. Both the harpies are in the air. They're trying to get their bearings. And this flesh golem, it just has its fists planted in the ground, just like gritting through this unrelenting cold. All right, what are you doing?
Would this spell happen to be legible, or would it happen to be eligible? Sorry, to be twinned?
No.
No, it's not. Okay. That would have been cool. Then yeah, that's basically all I'm doing. I'm gonna use my. Let's see, I don't really want to use my bonus action to do anything, other than I can't cast another spell, can I? I can't.
Nope. Unless the cantrip has a casting time of a bonus action.
Oh, let me look for that real quick. I'm trying to squeeze all I can out of these sessions.
You do have one.
Okay, I don't.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
All right.
And
All right. Next up,
on with that.
we're gonna go back to the office, the secret office, the dungeon. Hearing the commotion, all of the ghouls are gonna storm the door, just like pounding at this door, and all the commoners are sitting there holding the door shut. Now we're gonna do a group strength check to see if the door busts open. So let's check these ghouls. Let's see what their strength is for these ghouls. Ghouls have a +1, and the commoners have a +0. So we're just going to do a straight. We'll do a +3 for the ghouls. Because they get the +1s, there's 3 ghouls. 1 second, let me roll. Damn. All right, let's see how the commoners fare.
Nah.
The commoners are holding the door shut.
Nice.
Okay. All right, awesome. Bliss.
Against all odds.
Against all odds, dude. All right. All right, Bliss. What are you doing, buddy? You see
Am I still
the vampire?
under the spell?
Dying.
Let's see when it ends. Each time the vampire or the companions do anything harmful to the target, it can repeat a saving throw. So I'll let you start your turn free action with the saving throw because the Vargul's attacked their guys. So go ahead and make that wisdom saving throw again.
22.
All right, you're able to
Crit.
dude, you're able to just snap out of it, and you're looking at this vampire, and you're just like your senses. You get you're grounded now. You see what's happening in front of you. What do you want to do?
Dude, both hands behind the back, full on sprinting towards the vampire while one hand
Naruto.
unsheaths my rapier and my other hand is doing my arcane deck, and I'm gonna start off running in. I think I can get this close and hit him with the rapier, man.
All right, cool. All right, make your
Will a 21 hit?
21 will most certainly hit.
All right, we're gonna hit that with 11 piercing damage.
I'm God.
All right, awesome.
All right,
You just
and then as a bonus action, come out with my other hand that was behind my back, whip open my arcane deck, and just fling one right to his breast pocket.
okay. Let's see.
Boom, 13. Does that hit?
13 does not hit.
All right, I'll take the rapier hit.
All right, you just as you pull the rapier out and he holds his side, you can see as he holds his hand open, just sand is just pouring out of him. All right, next up in the initiative order is going to be the flesh golem.
Bliss's companions go?
Oh yeah, Bliss's companions. All right, so you're not controlling any of those ones, right? You're just controlling Ofrig?
Ofric.
All right, gotcha. You get Ofrig, so go ahead, Nick.
Oh, Ofric is bonus action, baby, rage. And,
All right, Rage. Let's do this.
Running up right next. He's not able to get behind them, but he's actually, yeah, he's only got 30 feet. Walking up right next to Bliss. So there.
Move him over there, okay?
And then he's going to come in with a great axe with his action.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to give you control of Fret, too, as well.
Okay.
24 will definitely hit.
So that's 10 slashing. Oh, sorry, because this didn't calculate the rage. That'd be 12 slashing damage.
All right.
I don't. Let me pull up her kit. Facebook. Let's see here. If you want to move Guilt and the guards while I pull up her sheet.
Where do you want to move him?
I'll leave
Towards,
that to Bliss, yeah.
Where do you want to move him, Mike? Around the vampire?
Yeah, surrounding him 360 style.
All right, let's see how far we can get with this. All right, cool. They're all going to take the dash action. How about that? So they can all.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fret would. Come on, Warlocks, let's go, baby. She'd cast Hex.
Okay.
On him. Strength for the ability, because it's the only one that ever matters. And she gonna come in with an Eldritch Blast.
All right.
For a
What a good
16.
spell.
16 just hits.
Oh, so that's 13, and then a d6. 5. So 18 points of damage.
Damn.
You guys surround this vampire, and it's looking back and forth. It looks down at the ground where the fallen, guard was, and he starts convulsing and rolling back and forth. And you can see the flesh begin to tear and rip at the seams around his neck, and his ears sprout these giant wings, and his head tears from his body, and another Varkul just flies up into the sky.
Woof.
Uh-oh.
All right.
That's gruesome.
And Guilt, he is going to just cast Firebolt twice at the, or going to cast Firebolt once at the vampire. All right, let's see. Spell casting plus
Yikes.
Well, that's a miss anyways. Yep. So the fire just flies across the top, over his head. All right. Next up are going to be it's going to be the flesh golem, and then followed by the harpies. So we get to hang out over there in the cave for a little bit. All right. Awesome. So the flesh golem, seeing as that the Wendigo there is struggling, he's going to run towards Orin.
Does he move
he's
at
going-
half speed? Because he's in rough terrain.
Ah, that's right. Thank you for the thing. So the rough terrain is in the 20-foot radius here, so he should stop just short. But we'll make him do the dash action so he gets up a little closer here. That's going to be his turn. At this point, the harpies are all going to swoop forwards. They are going to make sure I know what their harpies' flying speed is. Flying speed is 40, which is good. 40, 50. So cool. All right. So they are all going to fly towards the bullywugs. And we'll just get these over here. And right here. That's going to be their turn. After the harpy is going to be Yorig.
Dick. Let's see where I am. Not much I want to do. Oh yeah. Would I be able to slide another clock between all those commoners underneath the other door?
I don't see why not. You're a tiny little guy. You can probably weasel your way in there.
Oh, I don't want. I just want to throw it underneath all of them. Like, yeah, I'm gonna throw it underneath all of them. Sending another. Winding up this pocket watch, sending it through all the legs of the commoners, and hoping it goes underneath the door to all those other creatures. And it's not just, it's not a full pocket watch, just like kind of like the old school alarm clocks with the two bells on top. It's just like a pocket watch with one of those, and all it is going to ding 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 ding, and it's just louder and louder and louder and louder, which is setting off the shatter spell.
Shatter.
Okay. Why
Okay.
didn't that work? Why didn't that
I don't know.
pop
Try
up?
it again.
Not popping up.
Well, what does it do, buddy?
There we go.
All right.
Shatter.
All right, cool.
So
Con
each creature
save.
within a 10-foot radius.
Cool. Let me pull up the ghoul. Let me see how their con saves are. Baseline. First ghoul, 12. Second ghoul, 5. Third ghoul, 7.
Oof. Failures on all of them.
Mhm.
So let's see, it's 3d8. Do. Nice. 14.
14 points of damage. Oh my god, that's awesome. All right, so
Yeah, doesn't matter.
all right, awesome. So you look through the little window, and this explosion goes off, the shatter, and shattering their bones and joints. And you can see legs and arms just flying everywhere. One of them drop. You hear a heavy thud as it's really just like the torso from the top, from the waist up that's left. Everything is just exploded at their ankles. One of them's missing an arm. One of them's missing part of its face and torso, but they're still just barely hanging on. All the commoners just like as they held the door shut after the shatter explosion. Dust is beginning to settle down from the ceiling. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, is there a window to this other door where the vampires are? Like where I could see?
This door is
Door's
open.
Oh, this door's open.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna cast, not cast, I'm gonna use at will, Sanctuary on the Zulu's creature.
All right, cool. And Sanctuary is Chat.
Fuck, yeah, I'll throw it up in a second. So Zulu could start her turn.
all right. In the meantime, Nick, go ahead and grab Merle and Zula, and I'll take care of the commoners and everybody else.
Got it. I'll do Meryl first since he was technically George's pick, and George just went. He would zoom kind of like right there, so he still has eyes. Yeah, I can't move him, but he'd go there. He would. Yeah, he's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this guy.
Alright, cool.
And then go in for a longbow
Alright,
attack.
let's do it.
An 18.
Most definitely hit.
I don't know why.
Colossus Slayer?
Yeah, just.
I don't know why that. Yeah, I don't know why that popped up either.
And then a D6 for Hunter's Mark is boom 3, so 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Zula is going to. Where are you? Oh, Zula's over here. Let me just get her. She expanded. Spells. She would.
Hyped.
I'm just reading it. Yeah. I think in this moment she, looked down at her sickle, inspired by the goddess of the moon, and cast Moonbeam on this one.
Oh my god, awesome.
Yeah, so that's going to be a con saving throw. Here, I'll just post it.
Cool. Con save for the vampire spawn. It's a +3.
Why does it say? So the spell save is 16, 10.
Alright. Rolled a 19, so it passed the save.
So it takes half damage. So 2d10. I'll roll that really quick. Dose. 16. So 8 points of damage.
It's nice. Beam of moonlight comes.
Just a quick note. Not sure if this is a thing. A shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it instantly reverts. And that's it. I'm not sure if these would
Nope, not this one. Nope.
Alright, so yeah. And then
Alright.
Bonus action, she was going to control the straw stalker to attack. And he's just going to go for claws again. Catch these hands, they're free 99.
Let's go.
Alright, let's start with the man.
They'd keep. Actually, let's go front and directly to the right. So first one's top. That is a claw
Up
attack
right
with
and bottom.
a 23 crit.
Alright, cool.
5 points of damage, if I'm looking at this correct. Yeah, 5 points.
It looks like 5 plus 5.
Yeah,
so it's 5 plus 5. It's 10. Let me add that in there.
And then a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, it was a 0 for the wisdom.
It is
Failed.
frightened of me. Which actually is really bad in this position, but,
Whatever, yo.
Shut the front door. I swear, I didn't rig my dice.
Another crit, man. Alright, do you want that to go to the same one or a different one?
No, I already confirmed that it was going to be to the right one.
Okay, cool.
So that will be
gotcha.
15 points of damage and a wisdom saving throw.
Yo, if Ash was here, she'd be fucking geeking, dude.
I know, I'm just like, I'm looking at this class, I was just like, this might be a little overtuned.
Dude.
No,
Dude.
Natural 20.
It passed. Yep, natural 20. You
All
like
right.
that, huh?
What a round from Zula Fern. Holy smokes.
Next up is going to be Norm. Norm is going to step forward. Oh, this is quite perhaps we can try something like this. And
Why did I cast
takes
mage armor on this guy?
and he has some little little mechanical clock. He turns it up, and like these little ping, like these little feet pop out of it, and it runs across the floor, into the room, and it's going to just explode into flames. It's going to be a firebolt. It's going to do. Firebolt 14. 14 just misses. Just explodes into a flash of light. The rest of the guards will go. I mean, the commoners will go with those real quick. They're going to look over at Elvis. They're going to be like, "Come on, boy! Come on! And they just crack the door just enough. The ghouls fall forwards, and Elvis runs in. And we're going to do that. So the commoners are going to be D4s, the ghouls are going to be D8s, and Elvis is going to be a D6. So we'll do Elvis first.
Please be a 6, Elvis. Please be a 6. Okay.
5.
It's
okay.
good.
Gotcha.
It's good.
5 for Elvis. All right, we're going to do all the commoners.
When you said that, I got so scared. Elvis might die.
Dude, these commoners are like on point, man. And then the ghouls are going to be D8s. Let's see how they do. Actually, they be D8? Yeah, I'll make them D8s. 5, a 3, and an 8. Okay, cool. All right, 5, 3, and an 8. All right, cool. So we'll match them up. We'll do 5, 4, 4, 1, and we have 8, 5, and 3. All right, cool. So Elvis is going to run in. Unfortunately, the first ghoul is going to reach up and just grab Elvis and just pull him by the just pull him in and just start digging into him, start eating Elvis, just start tearing apart. Elvis is on the ground just being ripped apart by these ghouls.
Elvis has 9 extra temporary hit points.
Oh,
FYI.
that's true.
So do all the commoners.
Well, we're just doing it back and forth with the die rolls. We're not doing the hit points.
Just saying.
So I got you. So because the ghouls got an 8, a 5, and a 3, and then you got the commoners and Elvis got a 5, a 4, a 4, and a 1. So the next commoner, as he opens up the door, one of the ghouls reaches in, grabs his wrist, and pulls him in, and starts tearing into him, starts ripping him apart.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Okay?
They had awful planning with this.
Yep. Next one, the commoner kind of pulls out of the way, and as the ghoul reaches in and looks in with his head, he just quickly shuts the door on its face, and just its head just splatters against the wall. And the last commoner runs in there. He got a 1 versus any of those 3 numbers. Well, there's no ghouls left to fight, so that's it. So, all right. Next up in the order is going to be where were we at? We were at
We're all the way at the top.
Zula's turn.
The Wendigo.
The Wendigo.
It is I who will finally taste your flesh.
Wendigo just sprints into the darkness.
Fuck you.
That's his turn. Next up, we're going back to the vampire room, man. We're going back. Vampire spawn. We're going back, man. All right, cool. They're up. They're gonna make all 3 of their attacks. Actually, the first one is fearful, so it's gonna run to this back corner here. The other 2 are gonna make their multi attacks against the Straw Stalker.
Come at me.
Let's see. Okay, so the first attack. All right. 24 hit.
24 definitely does hit. Yeah. I regret my taunting.
Okay. and that's 11 damage.
Yeah,
So half?
he is. Yeah, half. So the 6, he'd be at 24 health.
Okay. Bite from one of them is going to be a 25. Does that hit?
Yes, his armor class is 11. So.
I gotcha. So it's half of 6, so it's another 3
Okay,
damage.
so 21.
Okay, and then the next one it's going to attack. Okay. All right, it's got a crit. I got a 26. Yep. And so that is a 10.
Total.
Takes 5 damage. 10 damage
Okay,
total.
5. So that's a 16. 16 health remaining.
Okay. So those are the vampires. Back to Kashta.
If I cast Misty Step, will this creature get an opportunity because it's an instantaneous? Okay, I would cast Misty Step and move over here as a bonus action.
Cool.
Cantrip, and then I would I would cast Mind Vapor with 1 Mind Vapor die, forcing the Flesh Golem to make a Dex saving throw with a DC of 15.
Rip.
Okay. So I think it was -1 on its dex save.
Yeah.
Go with -1. That sounds about right. 11.
Close.
Still failed.
On a failed save, it feels as if the ground is moving beneath it, and it has disadvantage on all Dex saving throws.
Oh, okay. So you can see, like, it's just like his feet start moving, and you can see like the little clips and bolts and sutures that are holding it together are starting to loosen just from his rattling.
That
Alright,
is my turn.
All right. Next up is going to be vampire. Well, actually, let's take care of your minions real quick. All right. So the spiders are going to move forwards. Launch is going to move, or the ornery shepherd is going to move forward. Get these so they all. They are going to. So the giant spiders are D10s. So we're going to do the spiders real quick. Let's see. Spider is a 5. This one is a 6. So 6 and 5. The tarantula is going to be a D12. It's a 6. Against the golem, the 2 against the golem, and the golem is going to be a D10 as well.
What's
The
that
8
buzzing noise then? That.
and the harpies are D6s. 5 and a 3. Okay, so we're going to match them up. 6, 6, 5. All right. So the golem is going to reach down towards the giant tarantula, or the giant one, grab him by his pedipalps and its fangs, and just snap them back, and just completely reveal its under its gooey its face and innards and everything, and its eyes fall out. It just falls to the ground dead in one fell swoop. The giant tarantula is dead. Harpy over here is killed by the giant spider. And the last one was he maneuvers around here to make against the giant spider. And the harpy is able to fly around and claw the giant spider across its back, tearing it apart. Its legs begin to break. It falls to the ground, where the golem finishes off by stepping on its head. It is dead. And the ornery shepherd is going to cast Thorn Whip, which I believe is a D8. 13, that's going to be a hit. It's going to do the spell casting modifier. Actually, we'll just do the D8, make it simple. 5 versus the golem. Alright. Next up in the order is going to be the vampire at the well, who is completely surrounded. Miss somebody? Alright, gotcha.
Nope.
Who's completely surrounded. He looks back and forth and is going to... Back and forth. And he is going to... he is going to transform into a bat. And Bliss, you can make an opportunity attack. Ofrid can make an opportunity attack as he tries to fly down into the well.
100% opportunity attack, throwing another arcane card.
17
Cool. 17's a hit.
for 5 damage. 7, sorry, for raging.
What do you got?
15.
It's a miss. Actually,
Damn.
what's the AC of a bat? Wait, let me see what the AC of a bat is. Our class is 12. That is a hit. All right, go ahead.
All right. 9 plus 13.
9 plus 13. Oh, he flies down into the well. All that remains is this lone Vargul, which is going to make an attack. It's going to fly directly towards Fret. It's going to make a attack, which is a +4 to hit.
Yikes.
23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Okay. It's going to deal 4d6 plus 2.
Holy.
12 points of damage.
She's down to 5 hit points.
Okay. So, Mike, what do you want to do with these guards?
So, I have 4 of the guards still left.
Yep.
Be heroic, man. More than
Yeah,
a card
can I-
player.
Can I look down this well?
If you want to look down the well, it's just a dark well. I mean, this is just an opportunity for the guys that you picked to make a move against the other minions, which is just the lone Vargul. And right now you have...
What do you mean other minions? Oh, these
There's
other
like-
guys.
there's the Vargul's.
You have all of your guards are in range of the Vargul. You have 1 Vargul left.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do my duty and get that last Vargul.
All right, cool. So we'll do the roll 4 for the a 2, a 6, a 3, a 2. Okay, and then the Vargul was a D4.
Oh, thank God.
1. Yep. So all of them bum rush this Vargul, and they just impale this thing. They start hacking at it with their swords. They have it on the ground. They're just stomping it shut. Stomping it flat. Right now, after this, all the guards, they post up around the well with their pikes pointed down. They are all surrounding the well, along with Fret. Everybody, the vampire is no longer here. This combat session is over. Vampire is out of play. The Varguls are all out of play. Let me see what else is out of play.
Who's this guy still on the screen? Get him out of here.
Oh, yep. Yeah, he is out of play as well.
Yeah.
I'd
All
also
right.
just like to know, I'd like to imagine that the guards attacking the Vargul was similar to the scene in Office Space where they beat the crap out of the printer.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Awesome. So there was the vampire.
And NWA is playing in the back or whatever it is.
What was the next? What was the next thing? I think it was. So we did. It was Orin.
Got the flesh column.
Orin, or is it Kashta?
Kashta
Might
did
be.
the mind vapor, I think.
That's
and
right. So
Misty
it's
Step.
Orin's next. Gotcha. So Orin's next. All right, what are you doing, pal?
Okay. So
Mike
Orin.
Mike's squad just won. So we're one right. 1 for 3 right now.
Swiggy. Honestly, I'm gonna just like go for standard twinning Ray of Frost. One ray going towards this flesh golem right in his face.
Okay.
And the other ray going towards the nearest harpy that
Alright,
I can.
Let's do it. Do it up.
Okay, so
So that's a hit and a hit. So both of them hit. You can roll your damage.
haha. La. Alright, rolling damage. So I just click Ray of Frost.
Yep.
Blip.
5 cold damage for each one. Alright, so let's put 5 on the flesh golem. And harpy a.
So looking at the damage calculation, that was only 1d8.
Okay, roll another d8. Probably didn't level up then. So what a sheet. Roll another d8. I can do it for you.
Hey.
Alright, a
Oof.
1. Alright, cool,
No,
cool.
can you
That's
do? Can you do?
Nope. Alright. Just add the. Awesome. Alright, next up in the initiative order is going to be the ghouls. Over here in the space. Let me get rid of one of the ghouls. There we go. Alright, so they are going to attack the commoners again. They're going to breach the door, and we're going to do the D8s versus the D4s. So we'll do 2 D4s.
Oh no, commoners.
Rip.
They just viciously start tearing into the commoners, ripping them to pieces.
Oof.
Their gurgling screams just radiate throughout the halls of the dungeon. All right, the ghouls their turns are up. Next up is going to be Bliss, who's his team is victorious. Next up after that is going to be the flesh golem. The flesh golem is going to look down at Orin. It is going to. Is that fewer than? Nope. All right, cool. Doesn't, not yet. It is going to make its multi-attack. It's a +7, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Do the damage on here. It's so much easier to roll on D&D and Beyond. All right, so does a 22 hit?
Yeah, probably. Spell
All right,
save.
so you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage,
Oof. Okay.
and the second hit is an 18 a hit,
Yeah, I believe it will.
and that's 9 points of bludgeoning damage as this golem with both of its fists just begins to pound into you.
Oof. Okay.
At this point, the harpies are going to fly in. They're going to fly towards the bullywugs and the babu. Alright, the bullywugs are D6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Giant frogs are the D10s. So we'll do the giant frogs first.
Down to 5 hit points, just so you know. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fucking die.
Or got knocked unconscious.
Got a 2 and a 4.
There's that.
I'm sorry. Alright, for the giant bullywugs, or the giant frogs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullywugs. They're D6s. Oh, dude, killer. 2, 4, 5, 6, and 6. And then the harpies are d6s. There's 4 of those left. So they got a 6, a 3, a 3, 3. And then a Babu is going to cast a healing word towards towards Orin. That is a D4, correct? I believe healing words are D4, right?
Yeah.
Plus a spellcasting modifier. So Orin, you recover 5 hit points. All right. So one of the giant frogs just leaps forwards and just lashes its tongue up, rips one of the harpies right out of the sky, and swallows it whole. One of the harpies is dead.
Fuck you, Harpy.
One of the bullywugs reaches up with its spear, plucks it out of the sky, again on the ground, and they just start bludgeoning it. The other harpy is dead. So that's 6 and 6 is done. 5 and the 3. The other giant frog does the same thing. Lashes out with his tongue, swallows one whole. And then the 2 4s obviously are going to beat the 3. So, and they're able to just rip this thing out, jump up into the sky, pull it down to the ground, and just tear it apart. Purple and lavender feathers just like coat the forest floor. All right. Next up is, because the harpies are gone now, let's delete those. Orig, you're up, pal.
Dope. Yeah, Jorg is going to throw, or seeing Norm do something cool where his clock grows legs and starts walking into the room, I take that style and wind up or pour more sand into an hourglass, watching it grow and walk into the room to throw out Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt. Classic.
I don't know why this keeps closing on me, but give me a second. Here we go.
All right. So it's a range attack first, right? Yeah, range attack against target. Cool.
Oh, sorry. I need to roll that shit. And that's just oh wow. That's gonna be a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is a 13 hit?
13 does not hit. Plus, what are you aiming at? If you're aiming at the ghoul, or are you aiming at the vampire?
Oh, at the vampire.
Okay. Vampire's a miss.
Then that is my turn, unfortunately.
Are
All right.
you able to do anything with your cannon?
Well, it's just a healing cannon.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought there were like other. Got it.
There are other cannons, but I can only make one at a time.
Word.
All right. Zula and Merle can go.
Yeah, so I'll go with Merle first, since that was George's companion. I think seeing his commoners die, he's gonna immediately try to go like relieve the awesome job they did barricading the door, but relieve that as he sees like the straw stalker in there and the moonbeam. He's like, all right. So he's gonna go right here, right in front. He's got that 9 extra hit points too, which is nice. So he's gonna go right, sandwich himself right in between the two. And he's gonna use 2-weapon fighting with his short sword.
Okay.
Well, actually, sorry, I should ask. Does he I'm assuming he only has 1, right?
What, sword?
Yeah, would he be able to use 2-weapon fighting or no?
Does he have that as his fighting style?
Well, the 2-weapon fighting is whatchamacallit.
I know you can play one.
Do it so long as they have a light
modifier.
weapon.
I mean, does he have a sword? Like, what does he have in his
inventory? It says he has a short sword, but I don't think he
Okay.
has 2. Oh wait, no, he does have 2.
All right, cool.
Just kidding. All right. So he's gonna come up with a hit on top guy.
Okay.
Actually, which is the one that ate Elvis still alive?
We'll say yes. Why not?
Which one is it?
The top one.
Okay, yeah, he's just gonna get slammed into the top one.
Okay.
So this is a 14
It's a hit.
for 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And for his second attack, which it does not get the plus to the damage, that is only gonna be a 1 point of piercing damage because he doesn't get the ability modifier on the damage.
Gotcha. This ghoul, there's barely anything hanging on about this. This thing is just mostly just skeleton and just hanging flesh at this point.
All right. Let me just double check and read Moonbeam. I want to make sure because I know it's concentration. I want to make sure that it stays up if I don't do anything with it. Okay, so it just says on each of your turns that after you cast a spell, you can use your action. So I'm assuming that, I'm not going to move it. The Moonbeam is still there. Zula is going to... God, why did I close out of that? Zula is going to use... she's going to come up and give it a nice great club. Or no, the moonsicle. She's gonna come in with the moonsicle. On the one that killed Elvis.
Alright.
18.
That's a hit.
For 3 slashing damage.
The sickle, she relieves Ghoul's head from his shoulders.
Bless up. And and then she's gonna command the Straw Stalker to just keep on on. Holy smokes! So the Straw Stalker hasn't moved. It's just gonna keep on wailing.
All right, let's do it, man.
Oh my god!
That's it, man.
And it was a saving throw.
All right.
Oh man.
Let's roll the saving throw for that guy real quick. So I believe it was just a flat 20.
Damn.
18.
That's okay. Oh man. All right. So that's a 9 on the guy below.
So again, that's a miss. So let me put the 8 slashing. It just slashes across this vampire's throat, and just sand begins to roll down its chest as it's trying to hold it together. Vampire falls.
Yo. Get him.
This kid's busted.
Dude,
Yeah, right.
wait till you get to the level 6 shit. Dude, it's insane. Alright, Norm is going to peek around the corner, and he's going to do the same thing. He's going to reach into his bag, through that crawling mechanism, and he's going to cast Firebolt against the ghoul. The 15, that's definitely a hit. Firebolt is a D10. 10 points of damage. Blows a hole clear through it. And that is just falls to the ground, no longer animated. Alright, so what else do we have here? So we have Zula back to the top of the order. The Wendigo has fled to the scene. Back to the vampire spawns. It's their turn again. So vampire spawn is going to attack the Straw Stalker. The other one is still terrified of the Straw Stalker, so it's going to use its turn to continue.
No, it's until the end of the Scarecrow's next turn.
Okay, so it is going to run at the Straw Stalker. Both of them are going to make their attacks against it. Try it. So the first attack. Okay, so follow me on this one.
Oh yeah, I'm
All right,
following.
one's a crit.
Okay, I'm pretty sure he only has like 10 health left or something.
Well,
low.
dude, 10 damage, so half of that, so it's going to be
so
5. Okay, the next one is a 21.
That'll hit.
Yep, rolled 8 damage, so that's 4.
Honestly, I think it was lower. I think it was like 5 damage. So, yeah, I lost track. We could say it's dead.
All right, so they use its remaining turns to tear it apart as it just falls backwards into the fireplace and just erupts into flames. All right, the next up is going to be Kashta. Back over to the cave.
What you got for him?
In true Nightcrawler fashion, I would sprint up and grab Orin and Misty Step behind Bullywugs.
Hey.
Because I see my friend is hurting. And then as my action, I would try to cast Chill Touch again on the Flesh Golem.
Let's rock and roll.
I roll a 20 plus 6. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay, and it takes 2d8 damage, necromancy damage, and has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until my next turn.
So you want to roll a 2d8, or do you want me to?
I got it.
11 points of damage. Alright.
Wait, why did it add the plus 6?
It's 2 damage. 2d8.
Why did it roll it twice? Oh, never mind. Yep, okay. Sorry.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, the giant spider and the golem, they're going to go mono e mono. D10 v D10. This one is for the spider. 2.
Oof.
It's for the golem. 10.
Yeah.
Golem turns around and just smashes the spider flat into the ground.
Oh no.
It curls up on its back and it dies and lets out this hellish roar as it does so. Alright, Kosh, next is going to be Orin.
Man, is this guy pissing me off? Using his last spell slot, I literally just from my last, it's almost like my body is fledgling and dying, not dying, but I'm very wounded. This guy beat the fuck out of me, so I'm very wounded. But my arm, animated by itself, raises my hand, and icicles begin to form, and a giant ice knife shoots out.
Alright.
Shoots right out and shoots this fucking flesh golem right in the face.
Alright, cool.
Literally the most perfect use of it. The fact that nobody's near it.
Yeah.
So, make the attack roll with it.
With a beautiful D20.
If you don't call that
roll.
character growth, I don't know what you do. Call it.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Full circle, baby.
14 is a hit. So that is a D10 plus
2d6. Or succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
dex save, which is a -1.
Okay, so I roll a D10. Okay. Oh,
Rolled a 14 on its. What's your spell save DC?
dude, my spell save DC is 14.
So it made the save. So it did not. It did save.
Oh, okay.
So it takes. Yep. So it takes the cold damage.
Okay, 1d10.
Mm-hmm.
I roll one anyway. Split.
So you fire this ice knife. It embeds itself into its shoulder. It looks down, and you can see it begin to tremble, and you can see its eyes, blood begin to semi-coagulated blood begin to roll down its face, and you can see steam start to just spray out of the seams, holding its joints and its limbs together, and it lets out this horrible roar, and it slams on the ground. It appears to have gone into an altered mental state.
Damn.
All right, so what do you want to do with your bullywugs, Nick?
I literally just tell the bullywugs, he's all yours, and I just fucking let them raid his ass.
So they're going to surround the golem.
Damn.
All right.
Get him, boys.
All right, so the golem is currently in a berserk state. So let's see. So it goes berserk. So its die size is going to increase a d20. So we're gonna roll the bullywugs first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 d6s. Let's see if they can beat the. Okay, cool. So they got 24. But it's we're doing them individually. 2, 1, 5, 6, 6, and 4. Let's see if he beats any of those.
Oh,
1.
Ho ho ho!
All of the bullywugs simultaneously just begin to impale their spears into them, and they can just pluck all of the little seams off and all of the little fibers, hold them together, and he just reaches up into the sky and he just falls down to the ground in a writhing mass of just flesh.
Yo, dude, it's so awesome.
All right,
It's like that scene from Shaun of the Dead when that one guy just rips open from the bar.
Yeah, right. Oh my god.
All right, combat is over at the cave. All right, back at the dungeon. All right, the ghouls are on. So now it's just Ash out of here, get Warren out of here. Get Ghoul out of here. Yorick, you're up.
Is the body of Elvis still over here somewhere?
Jesus.
Yes.
Oh no.
I'm gonna see if this does anything. Touch Elvis. It looks like I'm mending, but I'm not mending. I'm just touching Elvis to see if he becomes stable at all with Spare the Dying.
The dog's ripped apart.
Dude, he's done, man.
Oh, I didn't know it was that bad, bro. I thought it was just a bite out of him.
Oh no, they ripped him to pieces.
Yeah,
man.
he's got a chunk out of him, not just a
Oh,
bite mark.
They tore him to pieces. So yeah,
We hear what you want to hear, okay?
You can make a different choice for your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna Bransky that. I'm gonna go.
Burn the dog.
I didn't put this spell in my thing yet, so I am going to have some fun with this new spell and come over yonder. Can I knock on the door? There we go. Let's see what this is called. Thunder Wave. It's not in my thing yet, so bear with me. Let's see if I can just add it real quick. Here we go. Oh wait, it didn't add.
Just tell me what it does. We'll roll with it.
Alright, did that work?
Yeah.
There we go.
On save. And what is the or half damage for the 12? Is that what it is?
Damage.
All right. So these guys have pretty hefty cons. It's a +3.
Sorry, I was just looking.
13. It's a fail. 15. Also a fail.
Alright, so they're pushed 10 feet away from me, and they take 2d8 of damage.
All right. So the one on the bottom is already near death, and it just the concussive force from the thunder wave. You can just see it just concaves its chest. It falls forward or falls backwards over the couch against the table, and it's dead. The other one is thrown back from the concussive blast, strikes its head against the mantle, and falls into the fireplace, dead.
Fuck yeah.
And that be the end of the combat for for the secret office, the dungeon. And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Wow. That was something else. Holy shit.
So,
I just, oh my god.
who wants to go first? Mikey.
I'll go first just because I gotta head out. But first off, congrats on running combat 3 different ways. That was engaging for everyone, and it wasn't like overly confusing. But as soon as you said like your time is done and all the gates close around me, I thought I was like totally finished. But then like little bat skulls, that didn't scare me, dude. We're good.
You realize that you get infected, and then your head flies away from your body. It's
Yeah, but I mean, Bliss didn't learn that till later on, so like, ignorance is bliss, they say.
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, but you knew that from the last time we encountered those creatures.
We
Dude,
never
shut
encountered
up.
them in this campaign.
Yeah, they with the harpies, I thought.
No.
No.
The other ones was I forgot which campaign.
The worms.
It was
This camp.
it was
the
with
worms.
Ivern.
Oh, I thought it was during the beheading ceremony that we were at that they came to.
No,
Yeah.
those are the harpies. Who's next?
Dude, I just want to say, Dave, it was a pleasure watching you work tonight. it was a thing of beauty. Seeing like, I think that this was by far one of the most exhilarating sessions, and not just because it was like closing off all the loops and stuff, like, but it was just so very well planned and well delegated, and I think that everything came together perfectly. Man, there were a couple times where I thought we would have our asses handed to us, but pretty sure we, destroyed all your monsters once again. No big deal or nothing. But it was great, man. Very good.
Awesome. Who's next?
I enjoyed all the. This is throughout the entire campaign, but more so like it's coming more and more like the Harry Potter themes that are coming into it. Like it's so obvious with the totem getting thrown at Nick. Like, oh sweet, this is some time travel stuff going on. Like, I wonder if we can get Bliss back on the right side and to follow his true friends and not these false gods. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't seen the later Harry Potter ones, but past Order of the Phoenix, I haven't seen any of those, so I don't know what y'all are referring.
Number 3 is the
Three.
time turner one.
Oh, dude, you're fucking right. Oh my god. Prisoner in Azkaban when they're chopping my boy up.
Buckbeak.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna
Uh-oh,
execute
okay.
Buckbeak, the hippogriff.
I gotta go back on HBO and watch them all again. So
You just gotta read them, bro. Jim Dale narrates them. He does a fantastic job. Side note. Shout out to Jim Dale.
What about you, Tim? What do you think?
Oh man, I thought off rip, the letter from Hope was like, dude, wow. Like you guys,
that was all Nick.
yeah, like Nick, you obviously put some serious prep into this, which makes me think like metagame, like what is about to fucking happen, right? Like, if are we gonna fucking cross swords with a friend? Like that's gonna be cool. And me as a character, totally about it. You made your decision, and like we gotta rock with that. The session I thought was really cool. We did some interesting things like the card game. The dice for the card game was cool. That's always fun. And we not only did it as a game, we did it as a game to help tell the rest of the story. I thought that was creative and fun. And then the combat was sick. I like how, because usually we've gone, we're going to do this, and then we're going to cut over, and then we're going to cut over, and we just went initiative. I thought that was awesome. The whole storyline. Yeah, dude. The whole storyline was done mint. The descriptions were great. I'm just so pumped and also terrified because I know how Dave works, and this is just like the tip of the iceberg, and we're going to all go in and probably get fucking our cheeks spread, dude. But it was awesome, dude. This is a top 3 session for me.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I wanted to try something new with this combat.
It was cool.
And
Dude, you nailed it.
Yeah.
last but not least, Nick, what do you think?
Dude, I thought it was a fantastic session. I think the introduction. I think I mean, we talked about it off stream, but you didn't reveal everything. So I thought where you were going with Hope, and I don't even want to say that conclusion at this point, because Mike and I mean we can see that Jorg is trying to fight for this, right? If it comes across where it's like natural, I could see that progression. I mean, as a player, I don't see it really happen. Hope is very stuck in his ways right now, but yeah, I love that. Love the reception from the letter, and then the combat, the spectacular, man. Running 3 different combats. I thought the way you handled the minions was very intuitive, smart. Keeping
My
it simple.
favorite part of that was because you guys, once I started, after the first 2 times I did it, you guys were rooting for all right, let's do it, let's see what they get. It was I don't know,
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
No, it was engaging. It was very engaging. I'd actually argue that if you took out the NPC class characters and just left it as different die sizes, I thought that would have been mwah. I love being able to play them, but I think in the scope of big battles, it's just gonna that what you just did tonight opened the door to so many other things.
So, what do you think of running with Zula, playing her more offensively?
Oh my God, what? So, well, let's first. She is very similar to when I played Ivern, right? You being able to use the wild shape to create a totem, kind of, and be able to still cast spells. But that totem, resistances, fear, that thing was hitting.
Dude, it's the whole thing is built off of this. Yeah, so eventually you'll be able to summon 2 of them at the same time, and then the last thing, I think at 14th level, you can transform into a shambling mound.
Yeah.
So
well, I even posted it in the chat. That's why I wasn't really I was gonna save Zula's other thing, her other wild shape. But I mean, if it was a really tough fight and that thing went down, I got another one. The vampires would have been phew, just beat that one, and then just out of the table again. Really fun kit. Really fun kit.
And one last question for everybody: who had the best team?
We did.
Yeah,
We fucking spited, dude.
dude.
Oh.
We had a fucking squadron.
Yeah.
You guys lost the most people, didn't you?
Lost
that was
all your
Mike.
Spiders for the most part.
Yeah, we lost Spiders. But I think honestly everybody was hitting on their own respective cylinders.
Mhm.
Everybody was
The
using.
commoners were my favorite, dude. With over the door with the ghouls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love how they were just come on, boy, and threw him in the room with 3
Well,
fucking
yeah, I
ghouls,
was
and they were
about to say my one critique for this session is Elvis's action, or the commoners trying to influence Elvis.
Hey, to me, the way I looked at it is there's shit going on. You have a dog that's amped, that's hyped, trying to protect everybody. Yeah, it's gonna run into. I've seen canines attack people.
Hey,
not attack.
you let me know how sleeping on the couch goes for the next few nights.
It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I hope-
We don't need to tell her. We don't need to tell her.
She's watching right now.
But,
Yeah, she locked your bedroom door. You're not getting in there.
no, but man, I had a blast with this one. I really wanted to see
It was cool.
if I can manage it, and
You
I
did.
think I'm gonna throw more of these sorts of minion kind of battle royale kind of.
The what is it called? Horde or mob fighting? What is it called? It's mob tactics, in the D&D, in the DM's guide, because I've been reading up on the DM's guide.
So there's alternate rules. Yeah, there's alternate rules for that. Yeah, for combat.
Dude, I would love to see more of that. Like mob fighting, that'd be so cool.
So
Where you like
I will say one critique on it is I know definitely my mind was going there in the fight. Well, especially with the Scarecrow too, was you know, there's a lot of creatures on the field, so that means it's less opportunity for the players to get attacked. And with smart positioning and kiting and everything, you could just run circles around somebody.
So let's put it this way, though. Let's put it this way. I'm gonna go and look at it. So the cave,
Yeah.
right? You guys have now. You have the druid. You have 6 bullywugs, and you have the witch doctor and 2 giant frogs. That's it. You lost all your giant spiders. The other group, at
Which
the well,
I'm sure the ornery shepherd's probably fuming.
he's pretty tight.
My man didn't
Then
even want to
you
be
have-
there.
the fret that is on the verge of death, around no healers, right? And you only have one of the guards left, and then for the other one, I mean, you lost all the commoners and you lost Elvis. So I mean, you still have to get to the. You still have to get to the main area, and when you guys reconvene, I don't know. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to buffer yourselves.
Can we retcon that Norm was the one that leapt into the room instead of Elvis?
So
You guys hate
how does the Eldritch Cannon Protector thing work? Like, can that shoot off every single time I have my turn to keep buffing the players?
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'd have to
Not-
look at it.
honestly,
but
I'm the least familiar with
The only thing I know is I can create one Eldritch Cannon per long rest,
yeah.
and if I can't create multiple cannons, so I can only have one of them out. But it doesn't say every turn I could control a cannon, so it almost seems like every turn I could give everyone a +9 or whatever.
Well, the
I have
one,
to look into it.
the one
10
thing
points.
about temporary hit points is they do not stack. So, let's say you receive temporary hit points from one source.
Yeah.
You get 9, and then you do another round of temporary hit points next turn. Whatever that new number, that is what replaces the temporary hit
Right,
points.
but if you lost 10 hit points because you got hit, and then I just
Yeah.
buff you back up.
Yeah, you could do
That's
that.
what I'm saying. So I could have done that during the fight. I didn't see the need to because we didn't have to.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
thought
that'd be
I-
something to look up. I'm not entirely positive.
I thought Jorg with his clocks was very clever, even though
Dude.
Jorg is a little prick.
I think that Yorick had probably one of the best kills. The last kill.
He really did. Yeah, that was
Lasted
Yeah, I had all the low rolls in the beginning.
Dave,
And I'm like, can't do anything.
what was Dave's favorite part?
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Dude, honestly, I loved the look on your faces when the commoners were struggling with the ghouls over the door. That was awesome. I like how 2 of the big bads escaped.
Yeah, it sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Pursue that.
No, it doesn't suck.
Well, it doesn't suck for the narrative quality, but in Orin in character is fuming. He wants to get that win to go.
Dude, and I
That was
wanted,
fucking-
I wish we saw some more bullywugs getting slaughtered. They were
Dude,
untouched, dude. I was
Fuck your
hoping-
fucking little flesh mongrel or whatever
Yeah, I'm
it is. Dude,
surprised that golem didn't destroy all of them with the
Dude.
D20. I'm like, oh, they're all gonna die.
So one of my favorite movies on Netflix is The King with Timothée Chalamet, which is basically Henry V as
It's-
an amped up movie.
It's great. The only thing I didn't like is the mimic between the Battle of the Bastards.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like they did that one scene that was exactly the same, and I was like, "You
Well,
fucking rip off."
Well, Agincourt, that place in France was the real legit Legitsky day one
Yeah.
and shit. But the final scene when everybody stabs that little French twat.
Dude, it was a great.
That is
Yeah,
what
Robert fucking
Yeah.
Patterson.
Yeah, right, dude. Like that was so funny. That's
Gonna
what.
be a good
That's what
Batman.
the bullywugs. That's what the bullywug stabbing the flesh demon reminded me.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
fucking
even the
awesome.
even the guards with the Varghouls, I was like, oh, cool. This is. I was hoping that the Varghouls were gonna
Good
infect because I wanted them to beat the guards, so now you would have like they would double the Varghouls. You know, they would.
Yeah.
But
Good.
that's all I got for you guys.
Wow. Holy shit. Good job, Dave.
Yeah,
Alright.
that was
You guys are
fantastic.
But,
Solid.
Also, I love Dave. I love your shirt, and Nick. I also love your shirt. Local Roots is
Oh,
fire.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got some edibles from there. They're pineapple jalapeno gummies.
Oh hell yeah! I think I've had them before.
Yeah, El Camino is the name of
Yeah.
the flavor.
Yeah, good stuff.
I took a couple before this session, if you couldn't tell.
Sling.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm hopping off.
Yeah, me too.
Hop off.
Later.
I'll probably play a little Halo if you guys want a game.
Dude, I'm online, so I'll see ya.